Back on Tiger pregame, joined now by the head coach of the Clay Center Tigers, Todd Rice. Clay Center coming off week 1 in districts and a dominant performance against the Chapman Irish. Coach, you were banged up. You've got a game you're expected to go out and win. I mean, everybody's saying that. You guys know it's a football Friday and anything can happen. But your guys took it on as a game that anything could happen, and they just went after it and got after it early, and then never took the pedal or the foot off the pedal, it didn't seem like.
Yeah, I think so. We practiced really well last week, and, you never know how that's going to go either. Sometimes it's okay if you have a couple hiccups during the week, but we practiced well, and we knew we'd come off of 2 games against 2 really good opponents that we thought we had just hurt ourselves too much, and, we should have got one of those 2 teams. So I think we had that bad taste in our mouth, and, guys came out ready to get after it.
I've heard you use this phrase, and when we did the locker room show, you used it a couple of times, next man up. And for your Tigers to be as banged up as they were, 2 of your, two-way guys are not able to even suit up on Friday. You had a lot of people step up, step in, and make things happen.
We did, and, next man up, next man mentality. You look on offense with Dylan Moon and Seabold coming in and rotating, contributing there. And then Gavin Seabold playing middle linebacker, and, other guys in the mix more, Wyatt at receiver a little bit more than maybe he had been. Peyton playing an entire second half, a quarterback, when he had not really taken a varsity snap this year. So, those guys stepped up, and then the, core leaders, I think, elevated their game in some areas as well.
I'm going to follow up on something you mentioned during, again, the locker room show. Your seniors and those guys that have been playing stepped up. But you also said they accepted and embraced, I guess is a better term, for the guys that had to step into new roles. A lot of times that can mess up chemistry. It was not a problem. Maybe it is even an aid for the rest of the season in your Tiger future.
Yeah, and we've talked about being great teammates and, what it means to be happy for each other, and, sometimes being happy when somebody else has success, whether it's going good for you or not. And that just goes back to the character of these guys, and how they feel about themselves. And it was just awesome to see how they not only embraced but encouraged some of those guys in those roles.
47-0 win. You move on to week 2, one more night at home for the regular season, senior night, and you take on a Rock Creek Mustangs team that has 1 win, Coach. And so everybody's they look at all the box scores, they hear all the reports on different teams. This is a physical team. It's a team that plays in a really good Mid-East league with Rossville, Silver Lake, Riley County, and they've competed.
They have, and, they're averaging over 20 points a game offensively. Scored 26 against Silver Lake and Rossville, and that's number 1 and number 2 teams in 3A right now. They've just done a lot of good stuff, and every year it's one of the most physical games that we play in. So, it's district time. They should have won their game last week. Smoky Valley took the lead with 9 seconds left. So this is a must-win for Rock Creek. So, you just throw all those things in there, and you're going to get their best effort.
That said, you guys banged up, as we mentioned last week. Do you have some guys back or at least available? And what are your guys' attitude this week about getting prepared?
I think similar to last week, we're optimistic that a couple of those guys will at least be available. We'll have to see how that kind of plays out. But, we've practiced for the most part, without them and how we're going to be. And, we're just hoping for the best come Friday. Wouldn't mind having a couple more days, but, we'll be the best we can be Friday. And, again, I think it's just going to be that next man up and team mentality.
Great start to district play. Coach, go get him tonight.
All right, thanks a lot.
Back with more on pregame in just a moment.
Are you tired of wondering where your certified wheat came from? Or are you tired of overpaying for new seed wheat? Old East Seed is offering their direct buying program on new certified wheat seed. With the downturn in the wheat prices, Old East Seed understands the struggles growers go through when making new purchase decisions. Call Old East Seed today to book your direct seed purchases at $8.70 per unit and premium full seed treatment for $4.50. Call Old East Seed today, where they have your back.
It's amazing how much our economy is dependent on trucking companies who transport products from producers to consumers. TSI Kansas Incorporated has built a strong, reputable company by delivering valuable cargo for hardworking Americans who make the products to customers and consumers across the country. It's a vital role and one we are honored to do for your company. If you're looking for a dedicated carrier, we've got flatbed, vans, and reefers. We're TSI Kansas in Clay Center.
Crop Production Services offer the best quality corn and soybean seed lineup that truly fits your acres and the way you farm. Year after year, top-performing brands such as Asgrow, DeKalb, Dynagrow, Mycogen, and Producers Hybrids turn in top yields in field trials. Get expert agronomic advice, responsive service, and consistent, fair pricing from Crop Production Services. Early cash and volume discounts and financing options are available. Visit with Pat, Josh, Doug, and Sheldon for all your corn and soybean seed needs.
Convenience, freshness, quality, affordability, friendliness, community-minded. The list of reasons to shop at Ray's Apple Market is long. It's something you should discover on your own. With employees taking you to an item you're looking for and staffers carrying your groceries to your car, it's easy to see why so many people from our local areas shop there. They continue to provide grocery and household products to meet your every need and the customer service you deserve. Ray's Apple Market, open till 10 p.m., 7 days a week.
Back once again from the Den, we welcome you to a football Friday night as the Clay Center Tigers open up week 2 of district play, and we welcome back Randy Chet Carlson and not your stats on hand, Kerry Carlson. Our studio engineer is Bernie Fancello. The Clay Center Tigers coming off a 47-0 beatdown, really, of the Chapman Irish. They took advantage of a team that was beat up, and they did what they're supposed to do against a team of that nature. They came out, got up early, and they kept the hammer down, Chet. It was an impressive performance last night.
Well, and that's what this part of the season is all about. You know, we get to district, and we were lining up our season early in the year. We knew we were coming out with a tough opening game at Phillipsburg in week 1, and it wasn't going to get much easier several weeks after that, but we didn't hate the way our district looked. And, you still got to go out and play, and that's exactly what the Tigers did last Friday.
3 straight wins. Then you go up against Marysville and Abilene, 2 really good teams this season, and they kind of cost themselves a couple of times. And they came out of that thinking, we could have, would have, should have, but now it's time to go get this thing done. And I was impressed by the way they came off of those 2 losses and came out better because of it, not beat up because of it.
Exactly, and it can go either way, especially with 16, 17, 18-year-old people, but it can go either way with people much older.
Sure.
And they turned it the right direction, and they came out and, they got their foot on the gas, and they just didn't let it up on either side of the ball last week.
47-0. Now they take on a Rock Creek Mustang team that'll be a different look. Chapman out of the gun and tried to throw it around the field. They had 2 different backup quarterbacks in, and it was a piecemeal team to try to get some things together. They really, really struggled. The Tigers took advantage of it. The Mustangs are a 1-win team, Chet, but they scored 26 against both Rossville and Silver Lake. They were close last week against Smoky Valley. The Vikings scored late in the football game to steal one away. So this is a team that plays a little bit funky in their offense, and a team that we probably should beat. I mean, that's if you look at numbers and what has happened, but it's kind of a scary team, too.
Rock Creek is always scary to me. The Rock Creek to Clay Center, for any K-State fan, it's the Iowa State to K-State football to me. You know what I'm saying.
I do, yeah.
You know exactly what I'm saying. Sometimes they're really up, but when they're not up, they're going to always play great against us.
Right. Yeah, it's a great analogy. I will tell you this. I talked with Coach Mike Dean before the football game. I was getting some starters and kind of talking about the season a little bit. And in jest, I said, he gave me the lineup, and there's, of course, double tight ends, lots of backs.
Yeah.
I said, so is there a wide receiver, with a smile on my face? And he said, that's a dirty word in our offense. I thought that was awesome.
It is. You can normally fit their offense in a suburban, from their formation, and that's what you're talking about. Double tights and usually double wing backs, and I think they've adjusted that a little bit this year, and it'll be fun to watch.
They do a couple of different things. They will throw the football around much more than they have in the past out of that formation, that tight formation, but they'll throw to their backs, they'll throw to their tight ends, and they'll run a lot of misdirections. And assignment sound football, we've said that years and years. That's really important tonight.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely right. You have to, what he's talking about is on defense. On defense, you have to play your assignment, your position, and don't get caught up in where the ball might be going. Play your position.
Tackle it, whether the football is there or not. Exactly. And you're going to be in good shape. Tigers and Rock Creek, week 2 of district play. The Tigers come in off a win last week. Rock Creek, a tough loss to Smoky Valley. We'll have the kickoff in 30 seconds.
What happened?
This house is too small.
So let's buy a new house.
But we can't afford a new house. Money doesn't grow on trees.
That's why we'll go to United Bank and Trust. I heard they have low mortgage rates that are affordable for everyone.
Well, then let's go right now.
Stop and see me, Maria Fitzemeyer,
or me, Carla Sweet, at United Bank and Trust to talk about getting your new home loan process started.
or visit us online at ubankonline.com. United Bank and Trust, banking for your way of life.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Rock Creek Mustangs get the coin toss and then defer, which is typical in high school football. So the Tigers will see their offense take the field tonight to start this game. And their offense has been clicking. Chet, last week, Levi Fitzemeyer, Hunter Mullen, both out of the football game. Dylan Moon runs for 70-plus.
I heard that.
Gavin Seabold right in the mix. Both score touchdowns. I mean, Peyton Lane comes in at quarterback, throws a TD pass, ran for a 60-yard run at one time on a quarterback keep. I mean, a lot of people stepped in different positions and did really, really good things.
Well, and that's the thing. When the 2s and 3s come in, I mean, they've got something to prove. And they're not, oftentimes they're not very far off of the 1s, but they're going to try maybe even harder. Even if you're way up, it's their time to show the coaches what they can do. And I'm not surprised a bit. We've been watching those kids in JV and 9th grade and all the way up before that.
Coach Rice has said quite often, next man up mentality. And, you can say that, but are the guys really ready when they're called on? Last week was a good answer. They were ready, and they came out and really performed extremely well. Tigers will open up with the football here on a Football Friday from the Den. Senior night, and your tasty pastry kickoff is down the field, taken at about the 17-yard line by Peyton Lane. Through the middle he goes, and he banks his way out around the 35-yard line. It's where the Tigers will take over the football here on this Friday from the Den. Let's look at your Tiger offensive starters. Up front, you will see McCade Melius as the center position. Then you have Jake Wynn, Parker Folks as your guards. Holden Heigl, Brandon Loader, both will be in their tackle positions. Gavin Ware, of course, Zeb Bloom, the tight end. You have Peyton Lane out wide left, although a bit tight in the formation. Then you have Riley Griggs and Adam Ebert, along with quarterback Cade Wallace, and behind them is Levi Fitzenmeyer, who is back in uniform tonight, as will be Hunter Mullen. Both had to be in street clothes last week in that 47-0 win over Chapman. Opening possession for the Tigers. In motion goes Riley Griggs. They'll hand off underneath to Levi Fitzenmeyer, and he banks his way out across the 40-yard line. The thing for Levi tonight, the big bull, who runs it for, 9 yards here on the opening carry, he's got a knee that's dinged up. And it's going to be contacted to see how he reacts to it. Obviously, right there, he took one right at the mid-level around the knees and right back up and ready to go. 2nd down and 1. Wallace fakes left, now pitches out left, and this will be Adam Ebert turning the corner. He's to the 50, 40-yard line of Rock Creek. Gets away from a tackler that hit from behind, but he takes it to the Rock Creek Mustang 33-yard line. The atom bomb takes it downfield. Almost looked like, though, it was a busted play, Chad. Yeah, Cade went to the left looking for an option back. Nobody was there, so he just pitched it out to Adam Ebert, and he did the rest.
That was such a cool play. They need to put that in the playbook, but it was busted.
1st down and 10. Tigers going quick. Handoff goes Cade Wallace keeping it, and he's punished at the 30-yard line, but still picks up about 3 yards. Now, Cade has been in a walking boot all week long. He's got a hairline fracture in his ankle, and so he has not practiced, been in a walking boot, but the doctor said if you can take it, you won't damage anymore, and obviously moving well there. 2nd down 6 after a 4-yard pickup on the 1st down carry. They already have it at the Rock Creek 30-yard line.
All of that sounds so familiar to so many things in my life. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Here's a handoff left side. Levi Fitzenmeyer. He'll drag a tackler inside the 30, down around the 27-yard line. A gain of 2 or 3. It brings up 3rd down for the Tigers. 10.5 to work opening quarter. The Tigers driving here early.
Well, a good little drive for the Tigers. That's what I was just going to say. They take the kickoff. They start at the 35-yard line, and they're moving the ball. But it's 3rd and about 4 here, and they need to they're gonna go for it either way, but it'd be better to just pick it up on this play.
3rd down 4, football at the 27 of Rock Creek. Cade Wallace under center. In motion goes Griggs. We've got a penalty flag. 2 guys for the Tigers win in motion. Griggs is going to break free to the 10, the 5, a touchdown, but this is going to come back because it's a procedure penalty against the Tigers, and we saw that from the start.
Yeah, both wingbacks went in motion, and that's That's illegal motion for the offense. And so he ran for the pylon untouched, but it's going to come back. You know, we're going to rerun the play. I like some things I saw on that play, though. It's almost like a free scout play.
The Tigers will be backed up 5 yards, 3rd down and 9 instead of 3rd and 4, actually instead of a touchdown. But the penalty flag came in very early. Mm-hmm. They had to let the play out, and then Rock Creek, of course, takes the penalty. 3rd down, 9. Cade Wallace looks to the sideline. He has Jake Wynn and Holden Heigl to his left, Parker Folks and Brandon Loader to his right, Zeb Bloom the tight end. The center is McCade Melius. Wallace puts Griggs in motion, going to the right side, handoff underneath, Levi Fitzemeyer, and he breaks free. He's to the 15-yard line, springs his way inside the 15. He will have 1st and 10 yardage as Levi Fitzemeyer runs it right through the gut.
I like what the running game is doing early in the game, and that helps you set your tempo, set your pace for the game. And if the offense can set a tempo on the first possession, drive down and get a score and everything work like it's supposed to, that's going to help the defense a lot on the other side of the ball.
Tigers take the tight end off Zeb Bloom. They put Atkinson Innicky in the left side wide. They fake it left, now rolling right. They throw underneath it. Pass to Levi Fitzemeyer. Gets inside the 10-yard line. Made one man miss as he cuts, though his feet went out from underneath of him, but he gets inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It's going to be a gain of 7 and brings up 2nd down for the Tigers. They march again.
I like how all the backs and the ends carried out their fakes and their moves. The ends are carrying out moves. The backs are carrying out fakes. And they faked a pitch to the wide left, and Cade spun and had a little dump pass to his right.
Cade Wallace keeps it right side. He goes inside the 5-yard line. This should be 1st and goal for the Tigers at about the 3. They only gave Fitzemeyer a gain of 5 on that pass reception. They said his knee went down before he dove forward. But then Cade Wallace takes it inside the 5. 1st down and goal for the Tigers at the 9-minute mark in the opening quarter.
And they're going to step up the pace.
And quarterback Keith Wallace to the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. Murph takes it in, and the Tigers drive it down the field on their opening possession. 8:51 remains. First quarter, Tigers up 6-0.
I love what I saw there, and I could only get that barely out of my mouth. They're going to step up the pace,
Yeah.
And you had to call the play, and Cade Wallace took it right up the gut behind McCade Melius and waltzed right into the end zone. He never got tackled.
Peyton Lane on for the extra point try. He's got his holder back, Hunter Mullen, this week, who was out with the concussion last week. The hold is there. The snap is on the way. The kick is up, and it is through. Tigers lead 7-0 here at home on senior night. 8:51 remains. Opening quarter. Tigers lead it here in the Den.
State Farm is proud to support the people who make this community great. From our kids clubs, sports, and organizations to local projects like the Place Center Zoo, we are proud to keep our dollars and ideas local and encourage you to do the same. For insurance, banking, and investments, contact me, David Borderly, 428 Downtown Place Center. Trust State Farm's financial strength.
At Subway, Monday is no longer Monday. It's Sweet Onion Chicken Teriyaki Day. That's the $3.50 sub of the day. Subway has a different 6-cent sub of the day every day of the week. Each has no artificial flavors or colors from artificial sources. For just $3.50, it's a great sub for a great price. Wednesday, that's Turkey Breast Day. Friday, Tuna Day. The $3.50 sub of the day every day at Subway. At participating restaurants, additional charges for extras and deluxe plus tax may not be combined with other offers, coupons, or discount cards.
Tigers lead at 7-0. It's an 8-play, 65-yard drive in 3 minutes and 9 seconds of time for the Tigers. That's how you start a football game.
That's my stat of the game so far. That's a good pace to set coming out. Now, sometimes it's easier to be good on defense, but now as the defense gets their shot.
Here's the kickoff from Peyton Lane down the field, taken back at about the 7-yard line. They fake the reverse. This is the freshman Better with the return, and he's got some terrific speed. He is punished, though, by Gavin Ware on the return. Better takes it out to the 30-yard line, but Gavin Ware absolutely took the freshman down. And Taylor Vetter, I'm telling you, he's got some great speed, but Gavin Ware does too.
Oh, yeah, and Gavin brings a little punch, and, he put him on the ground with no problem. But Vetter, how fun was that to watch on a freshman?
Yeah.
He had two things. He had speed and quickness, and we saw them both in that return.
Very talented. Cooper Schlottermeyer is the quarterback for Rock Creek. Tucker Garrett is the fullback. Skylar White is the running back, and they have a very tight formation as mentioned. It's going to be Slaughtermeyer cut from behind by Brandon Loader in the backfield. He came off the end left side, and Brandon Loader brought a load that time, took Slaughtermeyer down at the loss of yards.
I tell you what, when you love defense, there's a lot of things that kind of trip your trigger. And when you get a big stop on the first play of the game, or in the first series, you get a series of them, all that does is that just steamrolls for the defense. So there's one.
2-yard loss, second down 12. This time a handoff going to the left side. This is White. He gets some room through the middle. Now he's going to be tackled downfield by Peyton Lane. Adam Ebert in there to help as well. This is a gain of 13 yards, and it's 1st and 10.
Yeah, he got enough to move the chains, and he got a good pick by the umpire there in the middle of the field. And it worked to his advantage as he cut off the backside of that umpire. But he made some good reads before that, too. Tigers need to stop here before they get to midfield.
Mustangs going quick. Now back to pass. Slaughtermeyer throws downfield, has a receiver, and it's just off the outstretched hands of the wide receiver that time, or a tight end. I don't want to give the wrong terminology for the Rock Creek Mustangs, but just off the outstretched hands of the receiver downfield that time, and it falls incomplete. We have a couple of updates here very quickly for you. Wakefield Hanover tonight. This is a huge game for the Bombers and for the Wildcats in district play. Wakefield scores. First play, Skylar Merritt goes to Andrew Roth for 78 yards, 8-0. Hanover, though, has already answered. Here's a counter through the middle and a carry across the midfield stripe. This is going to be taken out across the midfield line and taken to the Tiger 47-yard line.
78 yards.
78 yards on the first play for the Wakefield Bombers.
That's on an 80-yard field, right?
That's on an 80-yard field, and Hanover's already come back to tie it at 8-8. That thing could be a heck of a shootout tonight.
Wow. Welcome to track season.
Yeah, and the first down and 10 for Rock Creek, and they're moving it back to pass again. Slaughtermeyer hit as he throws downfield. Peyton Lane went up to defend. What a catch downfield by the Mustangs. Avery Everett that time. Peyton Lane was on it, and Everett just brought it down.
Yeah, and, you know, that name and that family, there's a million of them over there in Pot County and Wabaunsee County, but what a great catch. We had pretty good coverage on him, and
yeah.
Peyton had him on the backside, but he came down to the ball. Man, that always looks like a penalty when they do that.
Rock Creek, before the quarterback puts a snap count, they move about 3 guys to a different position in the backfield. Here's Slaughtermeyer. He's going to keep it up the middle. He is knocked down by Parker, folks. Big Daddy shoots the gap and knocks him down for a 2-yard loss. Second down 12 after the stop by Parker, folks, right through the gut.
Well, I know Cooper's dad pretty well, and Slaughtermeyer is a good player, and he got met hard that time. That was a good defensive play, 2-yard loss.
Second down 12 for the Mustangs. Tiger defense gets aligned against this tight formation. Slaughtermeyer is going to roll it left. He wants to run it. Has a couple of blockers in front. Tigers trying to stretch it out to the sideline, and Adam Ebert will bring down Slaughtermeyer on the sideline. It'll stay 3rd down and long. Still more than 10 to go for the first down mark.
Well, not many of us are going to outrun Adam Ebert when he's trying to string it out to the sideline, but he had the step. He had the jump on him. And so he was waiting for him to come to him on the sideline. And all he had to do was grab him around the neck and swing him down. It's still more than 10 to go.
3rd down, we'll call it 11. Football is at the Tiger 34-yard line. 3rd down and long for the Mustang. Slaughtermeyer looks right side, fires out in the flats, has a receiver, and he breaks a tackle. Now it's going to be brought down inside the 30. It'll still be 4th down about 7, but a little bit more manageable for the Mustangs. Should they, and I expect them to go for it here.
I'll tell you what, that's a turnover waiting to happen, and we're going to maybe see that tonight. They set that play up a lot with their plays, and they already had quite a bit tonight. The back is swinging out, and the quarterback is throwing backwards, and he's throwing a pretty hard pass.
And now an option pass. They throw back to the quarterback, Slaughtermeyer. He's going to run it left side. Adam Ebert, though, is there along with the Zeb Bloom. It'll be well short of first down yardage. A little halfback option. They hand it off. The back pulls back, goes back to his quarterback, Slaughtermeyer, and the Tigers read it perfectly.
I love that play. I oftentimes love that play, but the quarterback or the Tigers were all over it. It was 4th and 6. They maybe picked up 2.
Zeb Bloom, Adam Ebert. tag teaming on the tackle, and that drops them well short of first down yardage. Tigers take back over, leading 7-0, 5:53 to work first quarter.
Great stop by the Tiger D.
1st and 10 as Rock Creek was moving it. As Chet mentioned, great stop for Clay Center. Wyatt Alexander now wide left for the Tigers. Cade Wallace goes in under center. In motion comes Hunter Mullen. Back to pass. Looking out in the flats left side, he's got a receiver, Riley Griggs. What a catch! Turning back to catch it is Griggs. He is tackled at the 43-yard line. Ball slims loose and rolls about 17 yards down the field. But Riley Griggs was already down. RG27 from Murph, 1st and 10.
That was a great call, and it was great execution. And part of that execution, Riley had to stop and catch that pass. He had to secure the ball. He runs fast, and he was out on a wheel route, and he had to stop and catch it kind of low off the top of the grass, but he secured the ball before he turned upfield. Great gain by the Tigers.
1st down and 10 from their own 43 now. The Tigers lead 7-0 here early. Here's Cade Wallace, right side, handoff. Levi Fitzenmeyer, short yardage play. He gets it maybe to the 45, a gain of 2, possibly 3 on that first down carry. 5:18 to work here in the opening quarter. Tigers leading 7-0 and marching again.
I'll tell you what's been fun about this game so far for me is we've been able to watch our offense go to all of our different plays and just do so like it's routine. And when we were on defense, I felt like Rock Creek was already throwing the kitchen sink at us, with the play calls they were making.
Alexander wide to the right side. Pitch out right for Riley Griggs. Gets by one tackler, and that cuts it up the field. Good yardage, midfield stripe and more. 1st down and 10 for the Tigers. RG27 takes it across the midfield line.
I love when I see Riley run like that. Riley got around that corner, and he headed upfield. He headed south. We want Riley to run north and south, and we don't want him to dance around in front of a would-be tackler, and that's what he did. He picked up the first down, and the guys on the chain gang moved the chain.
4:38 to work, 7-0. Tigers lead it. Clay Center with the football now at Rock Creek's 47-yard line. Cade Wallace has Alexander wide left. He will work right side. Played handoff. No, he keeps it and gets it inside the 45-yard line. He and Levi Fitzenmeyer playing a little tug-of-war with the football, and Cade Wallace says, no, I'm going to take it now, and he gets about 4 yards out of it.
And not bad on first down. The Tigers are, it was hard to read. That was hard to read in there, but he did keep it, and he was staying behind. McCade Melius was just saying, follow me, brother.
Lone Wolf McCade taking him downfield, 2nd down 6 after a 4-yard pickup. 3:51 to work. We're in the opening period. Tigers up 7-0. Alexander again wide left. The wide side of the field is fairly tight, almost like a slot receiver, just nobody out covering on the outside. Here's a handoff, Levi Fitzenmeyer. He's got first down yardage and more, tackled by Vetter downfield, but he gets about 3 more yards at the end of the run, and the Tigers have 1st and 10 down to the Rock Creek 30-yard line.
What people don't know, a lot of people don't know, and what a lot of people cannot appreciate is the early read that Levi Fitzenmeyer makes on a run. He makes it look easy because he makes a read, the type of position he runs, he makes a read a little bit sooner than a lot of backs do, and it looks like he's got an easy run, but he made a quick, small cut.
They call him the big bull, but his feet are really good when he makes that read and makes that move. Here's now that's a bull move right there. Mm-hmm. That's just taking a pile of Rock Creek Mustangs down the field inside the 25-yard line, and it brings up 2nd down at about 4, a gain of 6 yards on that first down carry by Levi.
Exactly right. The previous play, there was a subtle move that very few people saw, but it gained him a lot of yards. That play, it's like you just try to tackle. Just try to tackle.
And I want to drag you on down the field. Caleb Mindham in at a wingback left. Alexander wide left side. Also on the Tiger offense, Hunter Mullen and Levi Fitzenmeyer. Here's Cade Wallace. Again, Fitzenmeyer. To the 20 he goes. It's 1st and 10 Tigers. To the 19-yard line goes Fitzenmeyer with 2:38 to work first quarter. Tigers on top, 7-0.
Oftentimes when we get near the red zone, now we've gone into the red zone, but oftentimes when we get this area, it's we go to, if it's not broke, let's not try to fix it, and let's just pound it down there. And if they stop us, we got other plays.
Wakefield, by the way, was forced into a punt, so they will have to give it up, and now Hanover has gone in. They lead 16-8, 5 minutes to go first quarter. Hanover at Wakefield leading 16-8. Cade Wallace, right side, keeps it, and will slide through a couple of defenders. They try to strip the ball away, but Murph hangs on to it. maybe gets a yard or two on the first down carry at second down.
But you can't downplay that. When you've got 4 guys on you, you're the only Tiger jersey in the mix, and there's 4 Rock Creek guys on you, and 2 of them are trying to pull the ball out. The officials haven't called it yet, right? They haven't blown that whistle yet. You got to keep fighting to hold on to that ball.
2-yard gain, second down 8. To the Rock Creek 18-yard line they go. 1:44, clock ticking here in the opening period. Tigers lead 7-0.
I'm going to come back to that Wakefield thing after this play.
Cade Wallace goes in under center. And right side, he's going to give it off to Levi Fitzmeyer. And again, he bangs his way down near the 10-yard line. This will bring up third down and short.
Very short.
Bombers?
Yeah, you said they had to punt. Do you think they had to turn around and say, do we have anybody that can punt? Because they don't punt very often.
No, those teams don't. They love it. It is a great game, and when they play it well, like those 2 teams are this year, that is going to be a heck of a shootout, I think. Third down inches to go for the Tigers. Cade Wallace, he will hand off right. This is Levi Fitzmeyer, first down, and more. He gets inside the 5, almost got to the goal line. It'll be first and goal, Tigers down to the 3. They take it. It's a gain of, 8, 9 yards.
I guarantee you, and you and I know Levi a little bit, but he can have 200 great runs this year, and he's going to be disgusted he didn't make a touchdown on that run.
I believe you're probably right. He was close.
He was close.
It's first and goal at the 2. Cade Wallace, he will keep it himself, gets by a tackler, dives forward, touchdown Tigers, and Clay Center's gone in twice here in the opening quarter. They lead 13-0 with the extra point upcoming.
Yeah, 44 seconds to go in the quarter, and we got that ball in the south end zone. Cade with his second TD of the night.
Worked it left side, pulled it out of the belly of Levi Fitzmeyer, had a step, and then a dive, touchdown. 44.9 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. The Tigers on top 13-0. Peyton Lane on for the extra point. Snap is good. Hold is down, and the boot is long and through, and the Tigers lead it 14-0. 44.9 to work. First quarter. Tigers lead it here in the Den.
The Cooper Tire Take the Money and Ride event is back this fall. Whether you're ready to tailgate or take a scenic drive, you can get the right tires. And a reward of up to $70 with the purchase of a new set of 4 qualifying Cooper tires. It's the perfect way to get your car ready for the season and save. Visit your Farmers Cooperative Tire branch today.
Investing in our owner's success. Farmers Cooperative.
When it comes to crops and yields, why not keep a good thing going? You can with Avail Phosphorus Fertilizer Enhancer in your fall fertilizer application. Central Valley Ag can show you the numbers that add up to 30% greater phosphorus availability, 8 more bushels of corn per acre on average, and a 3-to-1 or better return on investment. Will Avail work for you? Talk to CVA about Avail and hold your ground. Central Valley Ag, growing agriculture together.
Tigers lead 14-0 here as they march it on their first 2 possessions and take it in on 2 Cade Wallace touchdown runs. That last drive, 75 yards, 11 plays. They held on to the football for 5 minutes, 11 seconds. And the Tigers right now are dominant early in this football game, up 14-0.
They have been. I want to see the defense get a stop a little quicker this time. I'm greedy.
Here's the kickoff from Peyton Lane. It's going to be returned left side. Zach Bloom in the open field. Crash takes down the ball carrier at the 20-yard line.
Wow.
Sam Ringering with the return, but the Tigers able to punch it down on the tackle by Zeb Bloom.
Zeb wrapped him up and just engulfed him. I mean, it's like there was no way he wasn't going to make a sure
all
tackle.
All said and done, yeah. Tigers marched down the first 2 drives. Cade Wallace, the 2 short yardage touchdowns. Peyton Lane, the 2 PATs. Tigers lead 14-0. Rock Creek does have the football back. They start from their own 20-yard line. There's a misdirection play underneath, and it is blown up in the middle. The Tigers, with 2 defenders inside, make the play.
5-yard loss.
And that is Parker, folks. For the second time, we've seen Big Daddy meet the ball carrier as they try to come through the middle.
Oh, man.
It's a loss of 4.
Oh, yeah. I couldn't see the numbers, but I just saw we were all over him. He was still trying to run fakes, and we're tackling.
Schlachtermeyer now pitches out right side. That's an option pass thrown out the flat. The ball is going to be caught. Great open field tackle that time in the open field by Peyton Lane. Catch is made downfield. It's a good pickup for Rock Creek. Avery Everett with the catch, but a great tackle by Peyton Lane stops him short, well short of the first down. Rock Creek will have 3rd and 7 when we begin the second quarter. You're listening to Tiger Football on KCLY.
I was about to close up when in walked Pam. Can I help you?
I'm looking for pink office supplies to, raise awareness about breast cancer around the office.
You've come to the right place. Here at Central Office, we've got a pink zebra stainless steel ballpoint pen, jumbo pink paper clips, a pink Stanley Bostage and Courage stapler, and even pink Purell hand sanitizer, all with contributions for breast cancer research.
Wow, Central Office Service and Supply Guy, when it comes to breast cancer awareness, you've really got it going on.
Don't shop for tires at a dealer whose idea of selection is white wall or black wall. Head to the dealer who carries the brands you trust. Michelin offers safe, fuel-efficient, long-lasting tires that provide exceptional performance and extraordinary value. BF Goodrich tires are built for drivers looking for high performance and aggressive styling. Next time you need tires, get the selection you deserve. For the best tires, advice, and service, visit the experts at Bud's Tire Service, 410 Court Street, Clay Center. Proud supporters of Clay Center Tiger Athletics.
Clay Center leads here 14-0 early as we've completed the first quarter of this football game. Another score to update you on. The Riley County Falcons lead Beloit after the first quarter 7-0. Falcons beat up on Minneapolis last week 64-0. Riley County leads Beloit 7-0. That could be setting a long way to go in that game. And Marysville still has to beat Minneapolis, but Riley County, Marysville, final week of the season could be for that district championship. It could be really, really interesting, I think.
That'll be good. It will be good.
3rd down 7 here for the Rock Creek Mustangs.
I'm going to say what I said to you when we were on commercial. That tackle by Peyton Lane was so good. It was an open field tackle. It was textbook good. I could just show a film clip of that every year to the young kids.
Here's a pass by Schlachtermeyer. Throws downfield, nearly picked off, and it's caught by Rock Creek. It was bounced up in the air. Peyton Lane almost got to the football. Well, he did, but he couldn't gather it in. The ball popped up in the air, and it was caught then by a Rock Creek Mustang just a couple of yards away from where it was tipped up in the air, and it was Wyatt Williams who brought it in.
Yeah, Wyatt Williams was alert, as were all of the Clay Center defending backs. I mean, everybody knew it was a tip drill. Everybody knew where that ball was in the sky, and Wyatt Williams was able to pull it down for a big move of the chains for Rock Creek.
Right place, right time for Williams. Here's Rock Creek. Schlachtermeyer, this is a counter again inside, and it's going to be better. He's the guy that's got the speed we talked about. He's taken downfield, and will take it all the way to the Clay Center Tiger 25-yard line. Caleb Bendham makes the tackle, but not before Vetter gets loose.
Boy, Vetter's not very big, but he's a football player. You can tell that. He's not just fast. He's not just quick. He's a football player. Right? He likes the contact, and he likes the game. You can tell by the way he jumps up off the ground. And he was very effective on that. It was a double handoff.
Right. Here it's 1st and 10 for Rock Creek. Now it's going to be a penalty flag before the play gets going. You have a roster handy there, Dr. Stat? I have not found a 16. Have you on your roster? Or heard the name? White, Skylar White. Obviously a uniform change. That would make sense. He's their leading receiver, actually, out in the season out of the backfield, Skylar White. So instead of 20, wearing 16 this season. Schlachtermeyer from the gun. That tight formation again. Vetter goes out in motion right side. Schlachtermeyer trying to throw it. Everett pressuring, and he has to get rid of it and throw it short. Well short of his intended receiver. That's because the atom bomb was breathing down his neck.
Boy, he was coming, and he was coming fast. Schlachtermeyer did a pretty good job of getting rid of that ball. He could barely get it close enough to that would-be receiver for it to not be intentional ground.
But he did get enough on it to get it in the area anyway. Second down 15. Tigers really loading up that defensive line. Here's a double handoff again. Vetter bounced by Parker Folks, and he hangs on and makes the play. That is all Big Daddy. Then a penalty flag comes in after the play, which appears to be something of a unsportsmanlike. We'll see who this goes again.
It's going to be rolling across the top of the pile on
personal foul against the Tigers. Boy, Parker Folks made one heck of a play. He fought off a defender, grabbed jersey while still fighting off the block, and held on to Vetter and brought him down, but then a penalty on the Tigers at the end of that play.
What a grip. I mean, because he was still being blocked the entire time he had a hold of that jersey, and he stopped him. And Vedder's the type of runner that would have, if he would not have been able to hold onto that jersey, he could have popped it for quite a few yards. But I don't love the call here, but I understand the call. Right. I don't think our player was able to stop himself, so he rolled across the top of the pile. But the white hat didn't like it. He was standing right there.
So instead of a third down and 20?
A long ways, yeah.
It's going to be 1st and 10. No, it's going to be it's still 2nd down and short. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah,
Dr. Stat and I are talking it over. That should be an automatic 1st down, I believe, which may be what the sideline coach Mike Beam and company are saying. They're going to measure them. So they count the end of the play, and then the personal foul is marked off from the end of where the spot was, evidently.
Which is not wrong,
and
in my opinion.
They measure, and it's 1st and down anyway, or 1st and 10 anyway. By the way, another update on that Wakefield game. Hanover Wildcats have now got to 24-8.
Wow.
58-yard touchdown pass. Bruna, we know that name. He set a record last year for touchdown passes in a season. It's an amazing group they've got over there for Coach Hoyer. And Wakefield, we knew would have their hands full in a big test tonight, but right now it is 24-8, Hanover leading at the Wakefield Bombers. 1st down and 10, Rock Creek. Tigers lead 14-0. This is going to be another counter play from right to left, and it's going to be Skylar White hit once, hit twice, hit 3 times, and finally he is brought down. It is Jake Wynn who makes the tackle. The Jake takedown at about the 27-yard line. It's a loss of 2. Let me say this again. White was hit once, twice, and finally a 3rd time for the tackle.
Yeah.
And they still dropped him for a 2-yard loss on a trap play.
I know. And if anybody sitting at home can envision that, they know what they saw. We kept knocking him backwards. He was breaking tackles, and Jake Wynn finished the job.
Here's Schlockmeyer back to pass, fires out right side, has a receiver, and just overthrows Skylar White. He was wide open downfield at the 20, and it was just over the top, and he couldn't turn and even make an attempt at it.
Yeah, Skylar White he got out there and stopped, right. And he was wide open, and I think he was just wanting to play catch right there. The quarterback, Cooper Schlockmeyer, wanted him to keep going, and he threw it a little over his head up.
3rd down 12. Tiger defense trying to stop on their own end of the field for the 2nd time. Rock Creek has it. This is going to be another double handoff. Vedder starts outside, comes inside, and he is crunched to the ground. 3 Tiger defenders on the play. The initial contact is going to be again from Jake Wynn, and then 2 other Tigers right on the play.
Tigers are doing such a good job of just stopping that up. And first they have to do is meet the blocker. And they meet that blocker, they stand him up, as they're coming with that defensive penetration, and they're watching where that running back is, and they're tackling the running back as the blocker's still trying to keep blocking him, but by then they have help, and we've got 4 and 5 Tigers there plugging it up.
9-10 to work here in the first half. Tigers up 14-0. Schlockmeyer running it right side, keeping it. Now cuts in against the grain. Now the ball comes loose. Tigers on it. Now it's a scramble. Play center says they have it, and it's going to be a turnover. Tigers will have the football. It is picked up by Zeb Bloom. Crash, got it. That thing fell on the ground. I don't think Schlockmeyer realized that it had knocked out of his hands initially. Then the ball's loose, and Zeb Bloom comes up with it.
Schlockmeyer was quite a ways upfield. He was getting close to the 1st down mark, and he was picking his way, and he was, making some cuts and trying to figure out where to run, and the ball didn't stay with him. And I think we got our hand in there to knock it loose. And we had one of the Tigers was going to try to pick it up and run with it, and that didn't work. And then all of a sudden, everybody's after it on the ground.
Well, Zeb, you would think, would want to pick it up and run with it. Last week, twice nearly took it home for a touchdown. Here's Cade Wallace, pitch out right side off the option. Some room to run for Riley Griggs. Out in the open field. Midfield strike. Now cuts back against the grain. His feet slip out from underneath him. But RG27 takes it to the Rock Creek Mustang 44-yard line.
First, a great stop by the Tiger D with that fumble recovery. Rock Creek was trying to get something going on offense. We stop them at about the 20, 15-yard line, wherever that was, and then a big run by Riley Griggs on 1st down.
1st and 10 Tigers. They'll now have it at the Rock Creek 44. Leading 14-0. with 8:37 to work here in the first half. Cade Wallace, handoff underneath. Levi Fitzemeyer wrapped up and brought down. He'll still gain 2 or 3 on the first down pickup that time. He is tackled underneath by Sam Ringering. It'll be a gain of 2, second down 8. Peyton Lane, tight right side. Zeb Bloom, the tight end left. And now we've got a timeout taken by Rock Creek. 8:13 to work first half. Tigers lead it here in the Den, 14-0.
Geisler Roofing and Home Improvement in Concordia reminds you that brutal winter days will soon be here. You're almost out of time to have your roof replaced before the cold weather season arrives. Roof work must be completed with daytime temperatures of at least 45 degrees in order to avoid long-term problems with adhesiveness. We put our 36 years of experience in every project, and we stand behind our work without fail. Learn more at GeislerRoofing.com.
Geisler Roofing and Home Improvement. We've got you covered.
More and more people begin their search for a new or pre-owned vehicle online. Search us at GlavanFordofClayCenter.com. That's GLAVAN Ford of ClayCenter.com. You'll see we have the best new vehicle selection and the best pre-owned selection. Your next step is easy. Just a short drive to downtown Clay Center where you're going to save thousands. I promise you, your trade-in will be worth more to us than anyone else. We are Glavan Ford of Clay Center, home of the engines and oil changes for life.
It is a Football Friday from the Den. Another update for you. The Wakefield Bombers had to punt. First play following. Bruna does it again. 64-yard TD pass. The run for 2 good. 32-8 now. Hanover's taking the lead in that ball game. Wow. Yeah, turned in a hurry. Second down 8 for the Tigers. They have it at the Rock Creek 42-yard line. Peyton Lane wide left side. Mendham goes in motion from right to left. Handoff underneath. Levi Fitzemeyer bangs his way downfield, close to the first down. He'll be a yard or 2 shy. Actually, maybe a bit more than I initially thought he would be short. Third down, we'll call it 3rd and 3.
Tigers have a nice tempo going tonight on the offensive side of the ball, and they've made a couple of stops on defense. Twice, Rock Creek started to get a little tempo going when they had the offense. But both times the Tigers ended up with a stop, last time with the fumble recovery. So that enables the offense to get going again, and that makes a lot of difference with momentum.
3rd down 3 for the Tigers. Left side, handoff again. Levi Fitzemeyer scraping, clawing, trying to drag a defender. He gets to the 30, but it brings up 4th down and still about a yard to go.
Yeah, it'll be about a yard. I see the Tigers going on a hard count and then just trying to pick it up the old-fashioned way.
Cade Wallace under center. They do try to draw him off sides. Now they look to the sideline. They are at the Rock Creek 35-yard line. They need almost a yard to pick up 1st and 10. Wallace back under center again. This time they will run it. Handoff right. Levi Fitzemeyer first down and a bit more. The Big Bull takes it down to the 32-yard line. 1st and 10 Tigers. They move the chains once more.
Yeah, no need to bring the chains out to measure because he was 3 yards past the first down, and he had it clear.
Couple of scores for you. The Abilene Cowboys trailing after 1 quarter against Hayes, 7-6. That's after 1 period. And Colby leads Concordia. That's an 8-0 ball game. They are midway through the 2nd quarter. That is in Con. 1st and 10 Tigers, who lead 14-0. Back to pass. Wallace downfield looking for Peyton Lane. Almost brought down in the crowd. He went up against Vetter. Tiger fans looking for a pass interference call, and they will not get it. 2nd down 10 for Clay Center.
That was a pretty play, though. I like my odds, throw it up there. Peyton was in a great position. The defender was between him and the ball, and I like my odds on Peyton maybe coming down with that ball. He almost did.
He got his hands on it. That's usually enough, but he had a defender Vetter really all over him the entire time. 2nd down 10 for the Tigers. Ebert starts in motion. Now Cade Wallace pulls it out of the belly. He's in open field. Breaks by a tackler. Gets inside the 15-yard line. Now the ball comes loose. They'll say he was down. 1st and 10 Tigers. He takes it to the 17-yard line. 14-yard line. Murph was a good open field move. He made a guy break his ankles about 10 yards into that run.
Hard to believe he was in a boot all week.
No kidding. Yeah, it's a great point.
2 touchdowns and that run right there.
Now directing traffic as he gets his team ready to go. He's got Anthony Atkinson Inniking tight left side. Peyton Lane tight to the right side. Caleb Mendham is a wingback right, and Adam Ebert out there with Levi Fitzemeyer and the quarterback, Cade Wallace. 1st and 10, Clay Center at the 14 of Rock Creek.
5 seconds is coming.
Wallace needs to get the play going. He will get it off and pitch it out right to Adam Ebert. Gets by a tackler, drags another one inside the 10. The Adam Boss takes it down to the 10-yard line, a gain of 4. 2nd down for the Tigers, 5:48 in what has been a lightning-quick first half thus far.
It really has been. Not a whole lot of passes. Rock Creek came out with a lot of passes on their first possession. But, it's been a pretty steady ground game for both teams, and so the clock just keeps running. Adam Ebert, he ran like a senior when he was a sophomore.
Yeah,
I remember him coming into the game, and Friday Night Lights didn't faze him a bit. He's still fun to watch.
Cade Wallace, right side, hands it off. Levi Fitzemeyer to the 5, and a bit more, maybe down to the 3. This will be 1st and goal Tigers with 5:16 to go in the first half of play. They lead 14-0.
Well, the Tigers know what they want here, and it's within reach, and now they're going to lay down the chains, and we're inside the 5 or at about the 5, and it's goal to go.
I said 3. They actually marked Levi down at the 4-yard line, it looks like. 1st down and goal for the Tigers. Clock back into motion with 5:09 to work, first half of play. Tigers up 14-0. Cade Wallace with 2 short touchdown runs to his credit already tonight. Cade under center, left side, handoff. Levi Fitzemeyer bounces off one tackler, then dives forward really close. They'll stay just shy of the goal line. 2nd down and goal inside the 1. 4:45 to work here in this opening half of play. Coming up at halftime, the Green Team Cars halftime show. We'll get a chance to hear from Jake Wynn. We had him in the locker room show earlier this week. You can catch it on our KCLY YouTube channel. And we talk Lady Tiger volleyball with Coach Tara Groover and with Lauren Lane and Megan Blake. They play in sub-state action tomorrow here on KCLY. Cade Wallace, 1st and goal. And it's going to be Cade keeping it, diving right. Did he get in? Touchdown, Tigers. Murph is in for the 3rd time tonight. 4:17 left on the first half clock, and the Tigers have gone up 20-0.
Well, it's his 3rd of the night, and the Tigers, I just said, they know what they want here. They had the move of the chains, and they had goal to go at the 4. Tigers weren't going to settle for anything less than a touchdown, and that great offensive line helped them get in there.
IHOP 2.0, by the way. I was told last week by McCade Melius. That's what they're going with this year. They were IHOP last year, so IHOP 2.0. Now there's a penalty flag before the extra point try. It's procedure against the Tigers, so this will move them 5 yards back. 4:17 left here in the first half. Tigers do lead 20-0, so for Peyton Lane, 5 yards further back on the extra point try. So the spot by Hunter Mullen when he receives the snap will be at the 16-yard line. Peyton Lane set to go. Hold is down, kick is up, and it is no good. Wow. Wide left, it appears. 20, it was. I thought it was through, Chet. 4:17 to work in the first half. Tigers lead it here, 20-0 in the Den.
With a fleet of semis on the road year-round, we rely heavily on our crew of top-notch mechanics to keep them running. If you'd like to take advantage of their expertise, bring your rig to us at TSI Kansas Incorporated. We offer heavy-duty diesel maintenance and repair on both your semi-tractor and trailer. We sell and repair tires, do oil changes, fix electrical problems, and we have an extensive parts network. I'm Jason Hall with TSI Kansas, based in Clay Center. Go ahead and like our Facebook page.
The celebration event is on at Schramm Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Manhattan. Come test drive a new Ram truck that gets 29 miles per gallon or a Jeep Grand Cherokee that gets 30 miles to the gallon. You won't go wrong with either of these vehicles. Schramm Chrysler Dodge Jeep is the area's only 5-star certified dealership, and for 49 years, we've treated you like family. Come see us on West Anderson in Manhattan or online at SchrammCars.com. Schramm Chrysler Dodge Jeep is a proud supporter of Tiger football.
Along with our studio engineer, Bernie Fansella, on a football Friday night. Rocky Downing, Dr. Stat, Kerry Carlson, Chet Carlson with us on a Friday. The Tigers go up 20-0. 11-play, 79-yard drive, 4 minutes, 40 seconds of time. I feel like Dr. Stat is handing me the exact same note over and over and over again. They've been identical almost all three drives, and all three capped off by the Cade Wallace touchdown run on a short yardage play. Skylar White gets in the open field, and Atkinson, Inning, Peyton Lane tag team the tackle. Good speed by White and a good move to get it out to the 34-yard line.
Well, this is way before you, but there will be a couple listeners that will know what I'm about to say here. They'll understand what I'm going to say. What Rock Creek is running is what the McKinley Redcoats used to run on the kickoff under Jack Rockefeller and Melvin Kales, where the backs do the crisscross back there, and they either hand it off or they fake it.
It is before me, but I've heard enough stories. I almost feel like I've seen it happen. Rock Creek with the football. Hand off right. Skylar White is caught from behind by Zeb Bloom. Jake Wynn about to make the tackle as White was trying to go downfield, and Zeb Bloom crashed from the right end across the lane and got him down for a gain of maybe 2.
Oh, that was beautiful. And, he had his back on the blocker, or his hand on the back of the blocker, and he was kind of waiting for that. He was hoping it would open up, but the Tigers had it plugged at the line, and Zeb Bloom just came down the line and crashed him from the back side.
Bloom, Garrett Kramer Rainbow up front. Now it's going to be taken outside. This is Skylar White again. He turns the corner. Atkinson Inning can't get him. White down the field all the way to the 33-yard line of Clayson, actually 37. They're going to mark him out of bounds, but a good run by Skylar White, their leading carrier on the season.
Skylar White and Vetter, they both have some wheels, and if they get out in the open field, they could cause a little bit of problem on that. Rock Creek, very interesting so far in the game. This is not Rock Creekish. 11 rushes, 8 passes.
Wow.
Yeah.
And their best plays from scrimmage rushing been outside.
Absolutely.
Not in the middle where they normally make their bread and butter. Here's Schlachtermeyer. He will take it this time through the middle, and he is going to be caught and brought down. Short yardage play, gain of maybe 3, second down 7. 3:18 to work first half. Tigers do lead here, 20-0.
I got a ruling on that personal foul.
Okay.
It's in high school football, for some reason, it is not an automatic first down if it's a dead ball.
Oh, okay.
And so the official was saying that was after the play.
Gotcha. Second down 7 for Rock Creek. Schlachtermeyer. Here's a double handoff again. This is going to be taken underneath, and Zeb Bloom again with the tackle. It's almost like an open field tackle, and you're in the middle of everybody, in the middle of this big pile, but it's kind of an open tackle in space, if you will.
I'm ashamed to say I understood everything you just said, but you're exactly right.
I mean, it's right inside the tackles, but yeah, Zeb Bloom's in an open space, and if he doesn't make that tackle, it's probably big yards down.
Trouble. Yeah, it's trouble. I was pretty sure Zeb was going to make the tackle.
I'm with you. Third down 5 here for Rock Creek. They have it at the Tiger 32. Schlachtermeyer going to run it right side. Cuts into the middle. Has first down yardage. Now it's bent backwards. I say at the first down. We'll see. It's going to be very close on the third down carry.
I think we're going to have a call on Rock Creek before the game's over. They have 2 backs that are moving just a hair early.
That's been so typical, and it's what their offense is built around.
Yeah, but what happens is that it kind of starts happening more and more and more, and the coaches harp on it enough, and I assume that they are down there, right? Because I've wanted to call motion on them 3 times tonight, maybe 4, and it's going to be bad enough one of these times that the officials might finally call it.
It is a first down carry here by Schlachtermeyer, the quarterback. 2:12 to work first half. Tigers lead it 20-0. But Rock Creek driving. They have it now to Clay Center's 27-yard line. Tiger defense digs in up front. 5 guys across the front row and a lot of tight beyond that. Now back to pass. Schlachtermeyer, pressure coming in the backfield. Evades one tackler, throws out left sideline. The ball is going to be caught, and it's going to be White with the catch, and then he's immediately knocked out of bounds by Peyton Lane. There is a penalty flag in the backfield. We'll see where the call comes in.
It's on Clay Center.
It's a hold. No, it's on Rock Creek. So holding on Rock Creek negates what was about a 5-yard gain when it was all said and done.
Tremendous catch.
Tremendous catch and a tremendous job by Schlachtermeyer with Zeb Bloom and Adam Ebert both coming right down his chimney, and he was able to get away.
Well, I made the mistake of listening to a Rock Creek player there because it was in the area that we would always assume it's holding, from the white hat back there. But one of the Rock Creek players right by the white hat, as he was talking, motioned for the other way, and I thought, oh, my goodness, I don't know what the call could be, but it was holding. It was, I should have gone with my first instinct.
First down and a long way to go now for Rock Creek. The football's back at the 44. That's on Clay Center's end of the field, but the first down marker is all the way at Clay Center's 17-yard line. Here's Schlochtermeyer, a double handoff. The ball's on the ground. The ball is going to be kicked to the backfield. Picked up now by Atkinson Inniking. He'll be tackled at Rock Creek's 34-yard line. The Ant-Man comes up with the turnover. Ball was loose and kicked backwards, and Ant comes up with it. The Tigers take over again, now in scoring position, Chet.
Sometimes when that football hits the ground, it just kind of dies within a certain area. That ball had a motor on it. It was moving north, and the Ant-Man got it in his hands, and he was ready to head to the end zone. If it's not for Schlochtermeyer, he is in the end zone.
Cade Wallace under center. He is going to drop back to pass. Fires out left sideline, has the receiver wide open. Atkinson against the 15, the 10, gets a great block out in front and walks into the end zone. Peyton Lane, the block, and takes it home. Murph to Ant again on the season, and the Tigers are up 26-0.
And it's justice because the Ant-Man wanted a touchdown on that fumble recovery. So on the first play from scrimmage afterwards, he gets a nice pass.
Atkinson Inniking wide open, and he has great motor, so he gets up the field. And boy, Peyton Lane just gave him a wide avenue to walk into the end zone. Tigers will go for 2 here after missing the last extra point. Wallace back to pass, fires out in the flats, and it's going to be dropped. He tried to hit Levi Fitzenmeyer, but Clay Center with the turnover and then the quick score. Now with 1:25 to go in the opening half, they lead it 26-0 when we come back.
Go big or go gig with Twin Valley Pulse. How big, you ask? You can get internet speeds of up to 1,000 megabytes per second. That's incredibly fast. That's 100 times faster than most U.S. households. Not convinced? How about downloading 25 songs in 1 second? How about downloading high-def TV shows in 3 seconds and high-def movies in 36 seconds? That's smoking fast. And Twin Valley is the only one offering Pulse Gig internet service. So call 800-515-3311 to order Pulse today with Twin Valley.
You must prepare for tomorrow and make ready the fields for next spring. At Wilbur Ellis Read Seed and Feed, we're not psychic, we don't read palms or cast spells, but we do read fields, see what works, and offer you the products we know will help with your profit potential. We start with cleaning up the weeds, adding residual for control into the spring, and apply fall fertilizer with or without stabilizers for a head start to next year's crop. No magic, just simple, straightforward solutions. We are Wilbur Ellis, Read, Seed, and Feed.
9-second drive, 1 play, 40 yards. So that's way different than the last 60, 70-yard drives that have gone 9 to 10, 11 plays. But Clay Center with the turnover, short time on the clock, and they get it up in the air, and Atkinson Inniking takes it in.
When that ball's in the air and you're that wide open, it's like, don't drop it. Don't drop it. You're saying that to yourself.
Sure. Here's the kickoff from Peyton Lane, taken inside the 10-yard line. They will hand it off on that little play in the backfield. This is better, and he's tripped up and tackled in the open field. Nice play by Gavin Seabold. Carry out to the 27-yard line. 1st and 10 for Rock Creek. 1:18 to work in the first half. Tigers lead at 26-0. Similar to last week in the fact they got up early and then got the turnover here that sets up the quick score right before half. Different in the fact that Rock Creek truly has moved the ball well tonight.
Well, they have, and every once in a while they'd start to flounder, and then they something would happen, and they could keep moving it downfield.
Schlochtermeyer back to pass, and he is drilled in the backfield. Adam Ebert, the ball comes loose. The Tigers may have it again. The Tigers come up with it. Garrett Craig has the football. Adam Ebert jars it loose. Garrett Craig covers it up. Clay Center's got a short field again.
Yeah, it's a shorter field than last time. We had a 9-second, 40-yard drive with one pass play last time. What a great stand by the defense. We had great defensive penetration. Garrett Craig and a host of others in there. That ball came loose. We're taking over at the 24-yard line.
Still 1:09 to work. Cade Wallace under center. Back to pass after the turnover. Sets in the pocket. A lot of time. Throws downfield. Atkinson Inniking again. He'll stretch it out. Touchdown Tigers. The catch and the score by Ant. The money pass from Cade Wallace, but how about the finish by Anthony that time, Chad? Catching traffic, and with a defender on his hip, not only to get turned upfield a bit, but then stretch it toward the pylon for the TD.
You know, that's like anything you'd see on TV on a Saturday afternoon or a Sunday afternoon. It was that good. It was a great pass from Cade. It was a beautiful job by Anthony of catching the ball, then stretching out to catch that pylon.
2-point conversion try now for the Tigers. In motion goes Hunter Mullen. Cade Wallace hands it off underneath, and Levi Fitzenmeyer is in for a 2-point conversion, and the Tigers have gone up 34-0. 1:02 to work. First half. Stay with us. You're listening to Tiger Football on 100.9.
It's time for Tiger Football. I'm sure the coaching staff has put together a solid game plan for tonight's game. Have you thought about your insurance game plan? Hi, Tiger fans. This is Jim Gearhan with Farmers Union Insurance. We can customize insurance plans from everything from cars, trucks, and combines to houses, boats, and businesses. We can even insure your retirement. Stop by and see me, Jim Gearhan, at 426 Lincoln Avenue in downtown Clay Center, a proud supporter of Tiger Athletics.
Are you tired of wondering where your certified wheat came from? Or are you tired of overpaying for new seed wheat? Old East Seed is offering their direct buying program on new certified wheat seed. With the downturn in the wheat prices, Old East Seed understands the struggles growers go through when making new purchase decisions. Call Old East Seed today to book your direct seed purchases at $8.70 per unit and premium full seed treatment for $4.50. Call Old East Seed today, where they have your back.
The Clay Center Tigers rolling right now. Adam Ebert forces the fumble. Garrett Craig recovers it. Next play, Wallace to Atkinson Inniking for a 20-yard TD. And the Tigers have a 34-0 lead. Levi Fitzenmeyer took in the extra point for 2 to make it 34-0. Now they kick off again. Peyton Lane's getting a good workout. Kickoffs tonight. The Tasty Pastry kickoff downfield. And Rock Creek again will this time just run it straight back up the middle. And the return is going to be tackled at the 25, maybe 26-yard line. So the second hookup between Cade Wallace and Atkinson Inniking, one of 40, one of 20, both for touchdowns. And it's 34-0 Tigers, just under a minute to work.
I got to figure out how to write that up as a stat of the game because both of them came off of turnovers. The first play off of turnovers. You know, one play strikes, both touchdown passes.
Here is Schachtermeyer, handoff to Skylar White through the middle. Trying to break free. Tigers will wrap him up and bring him down. A good gain. It's a pickup of about 15 yards. What if your stat of the game was simply the combined time of possession for those 2 touchdown drives, and then you explain it was a fumble that set it up.
Right.
What is it, 16 seconds total possession for
9 and 7?
Yeah, all 3. Yeah, good point. Here's a handoff through the middle. The Tigers wrap this one up nicely. A gain of maybe 2 or 3 yards.
That's right. Their last three scores came off of turnovers. Way to go.
Right there is that's the hat trick. Second down 7 was a gain of 3 for Rock Creek. Tigers up 34-0 here in the opening half.
And sometimes a catch is a catch, but I'm putting down that second touchdown catch as a catch of the game candidate.
Schachtermeyer is going to be tackled by Hunter Mullen, then company comes in to finish it off. Now the pile kind of moves. Whistle never blew. It's like a rugby scrum. You hear that a lot. This may have been more like one than we've ever said before as the quarter comes to a break. We'll break here as well. Tigers lead at 34-0 here on senior night. Stay with us. You're listening to Tiger Football on 100.9.
If you're an experienced over-the-road truck driver looking to step up to a strong, well-established company and one who treats their employees right, TSI Kansas invites you to join our family of drivers. We're looking to add more qualified Class A CDL drivers to our ranks. See, after working for TSI Kansas for many years, John and Sandy Link and I now own the company, and we're dedicated to keeping our company strong. I'm Jason Hall with TSI Kansas Incorporated of Clay Center.
Crop Production Services offer the best quality corn and soybean seed lineup that truly fits your acres and the way you farm. Year after year, top-performing brands such as Asgrow, DeKalb, Dynagrow, Mycogen, and Producers Hybrids turn in top yields in field trials. Get expert agronomic advice, responsive service, and consistent, fair pricing from Crop Production Services. Early cash and volume discounts and financing options are available. Visit with Pat, Josh, Doug, and Sheldon for all your corn and soybean seed needs.
Well, Tiger fans have enjoyed this first half of play, to say the least, from right here in the den to, heck, all the way in San Diego, California, I assume, would be enjoying it right now. Kelly Hamilton's listening. Ham, thanks for being with us out on the coast, but you would be liking what you're seeing here in the Tigers Den, wouldn't he, Chet?
Oh, he absolutely would. I just got a text from him asking if he gets a price for listening from the longest distance.
The Tigers have gone long distance, short distance, quick time, field time of possession. They have done just about everything you would want them to do in the first half. They've forced fumbles. They've scored on the ground. They've had time-consuming drives. They've had quick hitters after turnovers. In fact, 3 straight turnovers turned into 3 very quick-hitting scores for the Tigers, and they lead 34-0. They did a lot of things right.
Yeah, we haven't been stopped on offense yet, but I think Rock Creek missed some opportunities early. They got a little bit of stuff rolling early, and if they could have completed the deal a couple of those times, they maybe would have had a little bit more momentum. But instead, our defense stepped up, and our defense did a tremendous job in there, and the rest is history. Those last 3 possessions for Rock Creek were not good.
3 straight possessions, turnovers, and 3 one-play touchdown drives. The Tigers finished out the half.
I mean, it's just amazing. We're gonna have a great stat in there somehow. I mean, talk about turning the complexion of a game when you have 34-0 at half, but that much of it comes off the turnovers.
First half for the Rock Creek Mustangs, they've hit 52 yards through the air, 97 yards on the ground, a total of 149. To get this for the Tigers, Levi Fitzenmeyer, 14 carries, 75 yards. Cade Wallace, 8 carries, 41 yards. Adam Ebert, 3 carries, 44 yards. Riley Griggs had that 1 big carry early, 2 carries, 44 yards. I mean, that's sharing the football. And we're not even talking about passing yet, where they've had even bigger numbers through the air. Cade Wallace, 4 of 5, 93 yards in the first half of play, and it adds up to a 34-0 first half lead.
And his only incompletion was one of the prettiest passes that there was, and Peyton almost came down with that ball near the goal line, and he just had really good pressure on it.
Terrific first half of the Tigers. They lead 34-0. It is the Green Team Cars halftime show. Stay with us. When we come back, we're going to get a chance to talk Tiger football with Jake Wynn, and we'll also have Lady Tiger volleyball. Coach Tara Groover and then Lauren Lane and Megan Blake join us. Stay with us. Green Team halftime show is coming up.
Why have you chosen to live where you do? Is it because you want to raise your kids in a small town atmosphere where it's safer, schools are smaller, and you don't have to fight heavy traffic? Have you given thought to the fact that your small town will only survive if its people shop local? Ray's Apple Market works hard to earn your business by offering variety, specialty items, fresh produce, and they still carry out your groceries. Do you love your hometown? So does Ray's Apple Market. Open 7 days a week till 10 p.m.
The Twin Valley Locker Room Show. It's powered by Pulse Internet. All your devices, one superior connection. And this guy's made a lot of connections with offensive players this year. Number 66 coming through the middle, Jake Wynn. That's not a guy I want to meet if I've got the football in my hands, I can tell you that much. Jake, let's talk about week 1 district for you guys. You had a couple of games that got away from you, very tough opponents, Abilene and Marysville. Then you come back home to open up district play against a team I guess most people expected you to beat. Sometimes it's hard to come out and really execute. You were banged up. You had some different combinations. You came right out and took care of business. How much fun was Friday night?
Oh, it was really fun. I mean, Coach Rice, he always just talks about battling through adversity, and that's what we had to do, and we did, 47-0.
You know, 66 has had a whole lot of fun playing defense this year from that Mike position, but I have to imagine as a unit, you guys couldn't have had much more fun than you had on Friday night. It was a defensive player's dream come true, right?
Yeah, it was. A couple fumbles. Zeb had a couple long runs, but couldn't punch any of them in.
Okay, who was more disappointed? Zeb for not getting the touchdown credited to him, or whoever got the penalty against him behind him?
Well, I think it was Zeb, but Zeb, he let Riley hear about it quite a bit.
That was great stuff, though. You guys were able to pin yours back and just go get them against the Chapman Irish. And then your offense does the work as well. I keep talking about defense. We also see this guy on the offensive line, IHOP 2.0, by the way, we've been told. You guys really had things working on Friday as well.
Yeah, we just came out and executed well and just played all around good.
It was a great game, and all units, special teams scored, defense scored, offense scored, through the air, on the ground, really good stuff. Now you turn your attention to Rock Creek this week, and what are the things that you and the coaches are really looking at with the Mustangs coming in?
It's just getting our reads right, because their offense is there's just misdirection, and you just really got to watch your reads, and if you watch your reads, you'll be good. But
it's funky is what their offense is, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. The reads are important, so as a linebacker, it's got to be the guy that's making sure everybody else is kind of lined up, right?
Yep. You just got to make sure everyone's in the right position so they can go and do their thing on defense.
Well, I expect another fun night at the Den. Now, coaches asked the guys to bring a prop in, so I asked Jake, I said, so what's the prop? He said, a hammer. And I said, I won't even ask till we get you on camera. So, okay, he's brought a hammer in. Tell me about this thing.
All right, well, I brought a hammer because our team, our senior class has not always been the biggest guys out there, but we'll just beat on you until you break, and that's how we win football games.
Keep chiseling away, right?
Yep.
I love it. That's a great prop, and they have hammered, and they haven't always gotten through, but they've gotten closer and closer now on a real roll coming off the win against Chapman. So you keep hammering them, okay?
All right, I will do.
All right, I've got a thing called Tiger Talk. Have you seen the guys work with this before? All right, 3 questions. Could be about anything. This past weekend, the top box office movie was called The Accountant. It stars Ben Affleck. Which Clay Center Tiger would you say has the best accounting skills or best at calculating things?
Probably Adam Ebert. He's just got away with numbers. He's a smart kid.
And I've been told you don't want to have a debate with him either, right?
I'll debate Adam.
I'll win. You won't give up?
No.
Very, very good. I like that. Favorite kind of ice cream?
Chocolate.
Very good. And when not wearing a Tiger football uniform, particularly a helmet, would we see you in A, a ball cap, B, a cowboy hat, C, a stocking cap, or D, a do-rag or bandana?
I mean, I like my headbands, but I'll probably have to go with my Dallas Cowboys hat.
The Dallas Cowboys hat. I should have thrown in maybe headgear for wrestling, right? That'll be next, though.
Yep, that'll be next.
Very good. Jake Wynn, 66. Look for him out there on both sides of the football. Go get him Friday.
Thank you.
Are you looking for the right bank to complement your busy schedule? Look no further. United Bank & Trust has just what you need. From easy online, mobile, and tablet banking to online loan applications, there is no need to try to find time to reach the bank before closing hours. You can simply apply for that new mortgage or car loan in the comfort of your own home, or check the balances of your accounts while waiting in the line at the grocery store. United Bank & Trust makes banking convenient for you. United Bank & Trust, banking for your way of life. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Back at halftime, your Green Team Cars halftime show will remind you to stop in at the Green Team and check out their great selection of pre-owned SUVs. They have a special group of Dodge Journeys, Chevy Traverses, Buick Enclaves, Dodge Durangos, Chevy Equinoxes, and Jeep Cherokees. Most of these still have the new car factory warranty remaining on them. So get out to the Green Team at Play Center and get a like-new vehicle with a few miles and save thousands on your purchase. Here the Tigers have got out to a 34-0 lead at the halftime break. 3 touchdown runs, short yardage for Cade Wallace, set up by really a grinded-out 3 drives where they took over 9, 10, 11 plays on those first 3 drives, really ate up the clock, and then 3 really quick scoring drives where he went up top and got it done. 2 of those outstanding touchdown passes to Anthony Atkinson Enneking, and really a terrific catch on that final one by Ant.
Oh, it really was. I mean, it was picturesque. It was beautiful. And he showed his athleticism after he caught that ball.
Tigers lead 34-0. We're going to get you back to halftime. We're going to hear from Coach Tara Gruber. The Lady Tiger volleyball team will be hosting Sub-State 4A Division II tomorrow. They'll open up against Smoky Valley in what is the second match of the day. Concordia Chapman play the first match at 2 o'clock. Then the Lady Tigers follow it up. We'll have our conversation with Coach Gruber coming up next.
When it comes to crops and yields, why not keep a good thing going? You can with Avail Phosphorus Fertilizer Enhancer in your fall fertilizer application. Central Valley Ag can show you the numbers that add up to 30% greater phosphorus availability, 8 more bushels of corn per acre on average, and a 3-to-1 or better return on investment. Will Avail work for you? Talk to CVA about Avail and hold your ground. Central Valley Ag, growing agriculture together.
Joined now by Coach Groover of the Lady Tiger volleyball team, and we'll try to keep it as serious as we can with those two knuckleheads over there waving in your background, right? Let's talk first about the weekend coming up for you guys, a chance to host the Sub-State Championship. Pretty exciting.
Very exciting. When we first found out that it was possible, right away I wanted to do it, be able to do it, and it was super exciting, and I'm just ready. I'm pumped. So
it appears that your team is incredibly pumped too as they make faces at you back here. What's it been like getting to know this team as you've come in here as a first-year coach?
It's been really good. For me, I'm not real experienced with head coaching. I've just been doing a couple years, but they're super fun. They're really easygoing, and they're just a good group of girls, and so they've made it really easy for me to come in, and it's been comfortable. So
you guys go into this weekend coming off of 2 really good matches on Tuesday night, so you go in on a roll, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, very much. We had some challenges on Tuesday, which I felt like we overcame some of those challenges, and it's a new season really for everybody, and that's one thing that I'm really excited about. Doesn't matter how well you've played all year, everyone comes in 0-0, and it just depends on the next 2 games. So
now 2 opponents you know very well. Concordia Chapman will play the first game here on Saturday, and then you guys get Smoky Valley. You said you've at least got a scouting report on them and maybe some film to watch.
Yeah, I've got a friend that has played them, and she sent me some film, and they're definitely good, but I feel if we come to play, we've got a really good chance to beat them.
Well, the last time a Sub-State was hosted on this floor, we were in Salina the following weekend, so a good opportunity to follow that up. No pressure at all. It's just a good opportunity coming in this weekend. Okay, we do a thing called Tiger Talk. It's 3 questions, could be about anything.
Oh, boy. Okay.
All right? The top movie this last weekend at the box office was The Accountant.
Okay.
Ben Affleck.
Yep.
All right, so which Lady Tiger volleyball player has the most accounting skills or the best at calculating?
I'm going to say Lauren, I guess, since they're pointing at her right now. She must be the best accountant in the group.
She might be doing that as her job. I see her. We'll get her on camera, I think, here in a minute and really put her on the hot spot. Okay, favorite ice cream?
Chocolate.
Chocolate, no doubt about that one. And you a scary movie fan?
I'm not.
Okay.
I don't like
Is there any Halloween movies you will watch this season?
I like Charlie Brown, the Halloween one. That's probably the one that I'll watch the most.
It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown.
Exactly. Or Spookly the Square Pumpkin. I like that one too.
Perfect. So a mild-mannered Halloween for Coach Gruber. Very good. Coach, we really appreciate the time. Good luck this week.
Thank you very much.
I was straightening my desk when in walked Dwight. Can I help you, Mr. Schrute?
It depends. Are you the knight of the office supplies?
I guess.
Can I trust you?
Sure.
I have reason to believe I will soon have need of a new, impressive-looking desk. But I don't want to spend a lot of money because my status upgrade isn't exactly official yet.
Here at Central Office, we have a great selection of Laurel office furniture that you can configure however you want. Great pieces at affordable prices.
All hail the knight of the office supplies.
Oh, for heaven's sake.
Joined by 2 of the Lady Tiger seniors, Megan Blake, Lauren Lane with us as we get set for Sub-State Championship weekend. Megan, I'll start with you. You guys go into a weekend and get a chance to host Sub-State. When you found out the news, you guys pretty excited?
Yeah, I was really excited knowing it was our senior year and that we got to host it and have everybody out here cheering for us.
Lauren, as you guys go into the Sub-State in your senior year, as Megan mentioned, you both kind of know what it's like to get to the state championships. You guys hungry to get back there again?
Yeah, I definitely think that we have the potential to get back, and we have the drive and the willingness to play for each other and get back to the state tournament, which is kind of the goal that we've all been looking forward to at the end of the year.
Be great to put a weekend together in Salina. Love to make that happen again this year. Megan, looking back on this year or maybe your career, give me a moment. Let's look at this year with this group that's giving you all kinds of funny faces. What's a favorite memory that you can pull from this season? Anything really stand out?
Well, I don't know. I mean, This year is just, we've been just trying to come together as a team. We're trying to work on like team bonding and stuff, and so that's been really fun, and that's about it.
Are these girls as big and knuckleheads on the bus and off the court as they are right now?
Most of the time.
Most of the time.
Especially Taylor.
We may have to turn the camera and get some of this on video, I think, in a minute. Lauren, is there something that you have had happen maybe this year, on or off the court with volleyball, that's really kind of stands out?
I don't know. It's just been a pretty great year, so there's nothing that really like stands out. But I guess, I don't know, we have a lot of fun times with the girls at middle hitters, and we have a lot of fun, but we get stuff done. Mainly fun.
I won't ask details on the fun. For some reason, I think it might get all of us in a little bit of trouble. Okay, Tiger Talk is here. You guys heard the questions, so this should be easy for you guys, right? All right. Top movie at the box office, The Accountant, Ben Affleck. Obviously, this is going to be your career choice.
Yes, it is.
So your answer is the best to calculate is you?
Yeah, I would say so. I would hope so.
Megan?
It's probably her, because none of us are good at math, so it's Lauren.
Gotcha. Okay, favorite ice cream?
Vanilla.
Vanilla. You seem to hesitate, but you're sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Vanilla.
Probably butter pecan.
Butter pecan. All right. An interesting answer and a vanilla answer as well, right? Okay, scary movie fan?
Yeah.
Are you?
No.
No. So have you seen any of Coach Groover's selections?
Maybe a long time ago, but not recently.
Is there a Halloween movie that you will watch this season?
I like Halloween Town.
Halloween Town. All right. Very good. So Lauren's the only scary movie fan that we've been able to ask this question of. What movie is your favorite scary movie?
I don't know. I just kind of like recently started watching scary movies, but I think my favorite one is maybe The Boy. It's, I don't know, major plot twist.
Major plot twist.
Yeah.
It's The Boy. Okay, well, if you're a scary movie fan, take Lauren's advice and check that one out. I think you guys should go be really scary this weekend, right here in the Den in the Sub-State Championships. Good luck this weekend.
Thank you.
Go get them.
Thank you.
Lauren Lane, Megan Blake, and Lady Tiger Volleyball.
Soil variability occurs throughout every field. From Veris soil mapping, soil sampling, and variable rate recommendations, CS Precision Ag is ready to address the issues that ultimately have a large impact on your bottom line. We are currently accepting new customers for this fall and look forward to helping you succeed. CS Precision Ag, serving customers throughout north central Kansas and south central Nebraska. Contact us today at 785-630-0596 or visit us online at csprecisionag.com.
Back with the Green Team halftime show. Green Team Cars at Clay Center. You check out their great selection of pre-owned SUVs, Equinoxes, Cherokees, Durangos, Enclaves, Traverses, Journeys. Great group from Dodge and from Chevy and from Jeep, all with the Green Team. And most of these still have the new car factory warranty remaining on them. So get out to the Green Team in Clay Center and get a like-new vehicle with a few miles and save thousands on your purchase. Some scores to update here at the Green Team Cars halftime show, Chet. First off, from the Abilene game out at Hayes. Hayes leads that game 10-6. I did find out that they are playing Abilene, that is, without their quarterback Ryan Wilson. He's out of the game. But Hayes leads 10-6. That's in Hayes. Also, from the Wakefield Bombers halftime, they trail Hanover. It is now a 48-8 Hanover lead. That's at halftime. And the Riley County Falcons are up in their matchup as well. They lead at halftime over Beloit 21-6. And again, here the Clay Center Tigers have a lead of 34-0 at the halftime break. Kind of like what Myron and I talked about last week, Chet. Right now, the Tigers kind of know what this feels like to be up. It's a little different feel, and I'll bring it up again because Rock Creek has really gotten deep into Clay Center's end of the field. The Tigers either stopped on downs or got those really nice turnovers, which help things move along in a great way. But the Tigers have to come back in the second half and not just kind of coast into the finish of a football game.
Oh, absolutely. You know, this is the part of district where you want to, and the part of the whole season, where you want to get a little swagger going and you want to keep it going. You don't want to lay back on anything. You want to hit each next game at your best, right? At your high. And so, you know, this second half is very important.
Tigers will kick off, so defense takes over to begin with for Clay Center. The Tigers up 34-0 as we get set to start the second half of play. The Tasty Pastry second half kickoff. Peyton lands the short one up about the 25-yard line. Catch is made, and a spin off of a tackle, and then a demolition right in the middle of the field. And I did not get a number on who made that hit, but there was a collision at about the 25 or 35-yard line that brought down the return man for Avery Everett of the Rock Creek Goose Tank.
I got the number.
Give it to me.
Dawson Humphrey.
Yes. He was another one of those guys that stepped up last week and ran the ball well on the offensive side as they got into the latter stages of the game. And that's a pop right there. Dawson Humphrey, big time here. 1st and 10 here for Rock Creek. Now they've got game balls that they're trying to track down and make sure they've got the right rotation for the officials. Coach J.D. Lane taking care of that for him now. Always set to go. Going on top of it, isn't he? He always is. First half of the Tigers, by the way, Clay Center, 7.5 yards per rush, 23 yards per pass. Pretty good offense for the Tigers throughout that first half. Here's Schlachtermeyer taking it right side, and he is going to be tackled and finished off by Hunter Mullen. Initial contact underneath by Jake Wynn. It'll be a gain of 4, second down 6. Clay Center leads it here, 34-0, just underway in the second half. Rock Creek starts with the football. Schlachtermeyer, and he will hand off to Skylar White right side, and he is tripped up and taken down. Jake Wynn, I think, got the legs cut out from underneath the ball carrier and dropped him for about a yard or two gain.
Yeah, and Garrett Craig was right in there as well. Both those guys.
3rd down 4. Rock Creek at their own 40-yard line. Tigers lead big, trying to keep the throttle going here in district play after a 47-0 shutout of Chapman last week. Schlachtermeyer, and we've got procedure, I think, it's offside against the Tigers. So I thought they were going to get that call we were asking for, Chad.
I know. I thought finally.
Tigers in the first half had 31 plays of total offense, 9.6 yards per play on offense for the Tigers. So it is a penalty on Clay Center that moves the football out to Rock Creek's own 45 and gives them a new set of downs. Clay Center up 34-0. Rock Creek will hand off underneath. This is Everett, and he is tackled in the open field. Jake Wynn with the play. It's a gain of maybe 3 yards, second down.
That's a little bit of a downer for the Tiger D there to get that penalty and move the chains because they were wanting to get that ball back on offense right away. Here they have another opportunity, couple stops.
Gain of 3, second down 7. Schlachtermeyer is going to keep it himself, run left side, runs into Adam Ebert, and then is going to be tackled by Hunter Mullen and Brandon Loader on the play. A gain of 2, maybe 3 yards again. 3rd down 5, we'll call it, right at the midfield stripe. 2 minutes into the second half, Tigers have a 34-0 lead. Rock Creek has taken the football and moved it out to the midfield stripe on their opening possession of the second half, and now faced with 3rd down and 5 right at the midfield stripe.
About the same situation we were on the last 3rd down when we gave it to them on an offsides call.
One wing back left, full backfield, very tight as always. There's a double handoff. Skylar White will be held on to by Atkinson Enneking. He didn't get the form tackle, but he held on for dear life till help came along and finished it off.
It looked like Skylar White bounced off of him and was going to kick it outside, but all of a sudden Anthony had a hold of him, still had him in his grip, and then got a little help.
Actually ends up with maybe a 1-yard loss. It's 4th and long, and Rock Creek lines up to go for it. Right at the midfield stripe. 4th down and 5, maybe 6 yards to go. And they've twice moved 3 guys in the backfield trying to draw the Tigers off sides. Clay Center not budging. And now Rock Creek will burn a timeout, which this surprises me. If you're going to go for the 5-yard offsides, take the penalty if you yourself for delay of game and then punt it, right? Unless they're going to go for it after this timeout, maybe. I don't know. It's an odd call, I think. 4th down and 6, 9 minutes to work. We'll take a 30-second timeout. You're listening to Tiger Football on 100.9.
Twin Valley Pulse Gigabit opens the door for your family and business in this fast-paced internet world. More than 6% of households own more than 15 connected devices, which include smartphones, tablets, and gaming consoles. Plus, new technologies are introduced every day to enhance our lives. Pulse service is now available in Aurora, Leonardville, Longford, Morganville, Riley, Wakefield, Clifton, Clyde, Delphus, Glasgow, Greene, Randolph, Milford, and Oldsburg. Call Twin Valley to receive advanced broadband today.
Big day coming up tomorrow around the KCLY Community Cross Country Regionals. Will be starting at 10 o'clock, I think the earliest start time for any of those regionals. Clay Center's out at Hayes. We have coverage from 1A and 3A, both in Leonardville and from Washington County. That's in 2A. And then also we have the sub-state championships in volleyball getting set to go tomorrow afternoon, and live coverage here on the air as well from the Den. And Rock Creek does come out, and they will go for it. Halfback option pass, throws downfield to Everett, and it's going to be caught. White hits Everett, first down yardage. They take it to the 43, so unconventional to call the timeout and unconventional to throw a halfback option, but they get it done.
And I'm not going to whine, but I wanted to call on that time too, because they were moving early, but they ran that play. They got enough to move the chains.
8:52 to work here in the third quarter. Rock Creek takes it now to the Tiger 42. First down 10. Here's Schlochtermeyer. He wants to drop back to pass. Pressure coming. Fires out in the flats, and he is going to be tackled by Anthony Atkinson-Enneking. Great open field play, and it's going to be a loss of about 8 or 9 yards all the way back to the midfield stripe.
It is so easy to miss that tackle, and it's very difficult to make that tackle. He got her done. He got her done well.
Tigers had everybody coming. Brandon Loader, Parker Folks, they were all coming after Schlochtermeyer, and they set up that little wide receiver screen out to the right side, and Anthony Atkinson-Enneking does the job and holds on and makes the play in the open field. So the Tigers trying to sub in defensively late. They will get it off, and the handoff is to Everett, and he is bounced inside, and he's crushed by Hunter Mullen. Initial contact, I think, was Adam Ebert. Hunter Mullen then finished off the tackle that time for the Tigers. It'll be a gain of maybe 5. Third down, still 14 to go.
Yeah, that's the great opportunity for the Tigers there, is what you just said. 3rd and 14 to go, and they have just barely crossed midfield.
7:40 to work, third quarter. Rock Creek sends that formation you can fit into a small bus up to the line. They threw out left side, backward pass, caught, and the tackle made. Tigers 3 or 4 defenders on the play. Caleb Mendham, Anthony Atkinson-Enneking, along with 2 or 3 other Tigers on the play.
Tell you what, you need to be confident in both your quarterback and your back as often as they run that, because if he doesn't catch that, it's a fumble, and there were 4 Tigers over there.
4th down 13, Rock Creek down 34-0. They went for it on 4th and 5 at the 50-yard line. Now at 4th and 14, they will go for it at the Tiger 45. And they will go for it. The ball goes through the hands of Schlochtermeyer. It is in the backfield loose. It is loose still. Zeb Bloom comes up with it. No correction. That is covered up by Adam Ebert. The ball was loose for a while. Bloom had a look at it. Ebert comes up with it. Tigers force another turnover, this time on a bad snap to the quarterback Schlochtermeyer, and Clay Center takes over at the Rock Creek 41.
Take over in the right end of the field. Once again, another turnover, and the Tiger offense is ready to make something happen.
The last 2 times a turnover was forced, a fumble recovered, Tigers went up top and scored both times. So we'll see if that trend stays true or not.
It's set the bar pretty high.
They really have. Cade Wallace goes in under center, first time here in the second half. In motion, Riley Griggs. He will keep it himself, runs left side, gets it to the 35-yard line, gain of maybe 7. It'll bring up second down.
Good run by Cade, and he's not showing any signs of that leg really slowing him down on cuts or anything.
Levi Fitzenmeyer, we've mentioned earlier, has the dinged-up knee. Certainly has not been an issue tonight. Hunter Mullen, coming off of the concussion, had to sit last week. He's been at full force. Tigers look good here in the second week of districts, leading 34-0. 6:20 to work, third quarter. Second down, 4 yards to go for the Tigers. Tight formation for Clay Center. Wallace underneath, hand off to Levi Fitzenmeyer. Not much there, but he still bullies his way down the field for a couple of yards and brings up third down and 3. Levi Fitzenmeyer maybe gets it to the 20 24, maybe the 23-yard line, and brings up third down, still 3 yards to go. So Rock Creek ate up a lot of clock in this third quarter.
Yes, they did.
Drove it fairly deep inside the 40, and then the big penalty, or the big tackle, I should say, on the wide receiver screen by Atkinson Inninking, setting up second and long and eventually a fourth and long, and they turned it over on the bad snap.
5 minutes and 10 seconds on that possession for Rock Creek. They didn't get past the 46.
Here's a handoff left side, no Cade Wallace. Pitcher's third option, and it's open. Riley Griggs, he'll cut it outside to the 10. To the 5 goes Riley Griggs. RG27 takes it home. Touchdown Tigers. Clay Center goes up 40-0.
33-yard run on that run, that pitch to Riley Griggs.
And how about the third option? In the belly of Levi Fitzemeyer. I thought Cade Wallace was taking it. He did about 2 yards up the field, and then the pitch with the defender coming at him, crashing in, and Riley Griggs took care of the rest.
Oh, you can't coach speed, right?
Oh, man. And does RG27 have it? 40-0. Tigers now lead. 5:20 to work here in the third. Extra point try coming from Peyton Lane. And there was a little confusion on the line. The kick is up and good. But you could see a couple of Tigers in the middle of that line just lost balance or moved early. Something happened.
Now, Peyton got one of those kicks on that ball that time that would have been good as an NFL extra point, which is like a 33-yard field goal.
Yeah, it was back to the track here at Auto Wanderer Stadium. 5:20 left, third quarter. Tigers lead it here 40-0. So they back up 5 yards, and Peyton Lane will try it again. High snap, and the ball is going to be blocked. That is Skylar White who gets in there and gets a hand on it. But the Tigers get the fumble recovery and quickly take it downfield. Riley Griggs goes in from 33 yards out. The Tigers lead 40-0 here in the Den.
Technology is always changing, so there's always something new at Radio Shack. Come into Patterson Health Mart and browse through the Radio Shack department. If you're looking for streaming devices, Radio Shack has several from Apple, Amazon, Roku, Google, and Airbox. Maybe you need an action camera for security, or you're interested in the latest music and sound accessories like wireless speakers. Find what you're looking for at Radio Shack inside Patterson Health Mart in downtown Clay Center.
What happened?
This house is too small.
So let's buy a new house.
But we can't afford a new house. Money doesn't grow on trees.
That's why we'll go to United Bank and Trust. I heard they have low mortgage rates that are affordable for everyone.
Well, then let's go right now.
Stop and see me, Maria Fitzemeyer.
Or me, Carla Sweet, at United Bank and Trust to talk about getting your new home loan process started.
Or visit us online at ubankonline.com. United Bank and Trust. Banking for your way of life.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
The Tigers, with 5:20 left here in the third quarter, lead it now 40-0. And for the second straight week, a really dominant performance here for the Tigers, Chet.
Oh, absolutely. And if you want to talk about dominant, scoring off of 4 fumbles.
that might be your stat of the game without even thinking about it, huh? Here's the kickoff from Peyton Lane, and he hammers one downfield, taken back inside the 5. It's fumbled by Vetter. Then he picks it back up. Now the return to the middle. He's got great speed, but he runs right into Jonathan Kramer-Rainbolt. Tackle made the midfield. It'll be out to the 25-yard line. Kramer-Rainbolt, of course, went down with the ankle injury in the fourth quarter last week against Chapman, but he has not moved like a guy that's got a banged-up ankle at all.
You know, that last possession of Rock Creek, and we said this a minute ago, they held the ball a long time. They moved the chains a few times, but it was a 5-minute, 10-second possession, and they didn't get past the 46-yard line.
Here's a carry right side by Vetter. Tigers make the stop, and it's still a gain of 4, maybe 5 yards.
10 plays in that last drive. Yeah, but they didn't go very far.
They got it, actually, I think maybe to the 35 before that big tackle for a loss. They put it back near the midfield stripe, and then the drive really stalled right there.
And that was a big loss.
Huge play for the Tigers, defensively. Here's Rock Creek, handoff underneath. Skylar White, he's caught from behind. Tackle made, coming from behind that time by Gavin Ware, and then the Tigers able to wrap it up after he made the first contact. Taken to maybe the 1-yard line. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 4 for Rock Creek. 4:27 to work, third quarter. This still on Rock Creek's end of the field. Tigers lead 40-0.
It's really fun to play defense in a game like this. You're not dominating them. That's not as fun. But you're getting more good plays than bad plays, but they're getting enough good plays to keep you honest. And
yeah, it's true.
So it's really fun to play defense.
Here's a double handoff again. White, middle of the line, and he's knocked backwards, actually lost his balance, and then Adam Eber just took care of the rest. It brings up 4th down.
It's one of those, you're starting to lose your balance. I'm going to help you lose your balance a little bit more.
4th down and 4. And Rock Creek will see if they go for it again from their own 31-yard line, or right at the 30, with 3:40 left and down 40-0.
Yeah, this is where it's hard to call plays and coach a team like that.
They are going to line up to go for it. 4th down, 4 yards to go. Schlachtermeyer. He will look to pass, stands in the pocket, wants to go downfield, now runs it. He is tackled by Parker, folks. Big Daddy, we've called his name all night, Jet.
Yeah, and Cooper Schlachtermeyer was digging for that first down. He didn't come up that short.
Right.
It looked like he was going to be more short than he was. He was digging for that first down, and he was only about 1.5 yards short, but Parker Folks is why he was 1.5 yards short.
Big-time play by Big Daddy. Tigers now put Gavin Siebold in the backfield, and they'll put Peyton Lane in at quarterback, who finished out last week's game. 3:22 remains here in the third quarter. Tigers lead at 40-0.
Rock Creek is 2 for 7 on 3rd down.
Wow. Adam Eber, Riley Griggs, Hunter Mullen, the wingbacks. Peyton Lane's going to keep it himself. Spins off a tackler, gets inside the 30, down to the 27-yard line. A gain of 5, maybe 6 yards on 1st down for Peyton Lane. Play center leaves it here. 3:07 to work, third quarter, 40-0.
And you get to this point in the game, and the defense gets used to a certain tempo and a certain pace by the offense on both sides. Peyton Lane runs the ball a little different than Cade Wallace,
right?
And he's got that spinning type move, and he's a different kind of back to tackle.
Wyatt Alexander, the receiver, right side. Atkinson inning to the left. Peyton Lane in at quarterback. Underneath, pitch back to Hunter Mullen. Right side run. The Bulldozer to the 20. 1st down yardage. Drops the football, then picks it back up. Secures it back in possession. 1st and 10. It's always something exciting when Hunter makes it happen, right?
I need to talk to Hunter about that. We don't get many bounces like that, but he got the bounce of the night. We need a stat for bounce of the night because it went right back. He gets spun around, and it bounces up into his arm.
1st down and 10. Siebold again, the running back behind Peyton Lane. So Levi Fitzenmeyer and Cade Wallace both to the sideline. Tigers with possession here, leading 40-0 nearing the end of the third. Peyton Lane fakes it, now keeps it, runs it to the middle, bounces off a tackle, spins his way down inside the 15-yard line. That's a gain of 5 once again on 1st down. 2:03 left to go, third quarter. The Tigers up big here in week 2 of district play.
Whether it's a pass play that Peyton's catching the ball or whether it's a play where he's keeping the ball as quarterback, there's not many of those runs that don't finish with a spin,
right?
And that's just that much harder to tackle. He's that type of a runner.
And his spin always ends up going downfield, not taking him back up the field. 2nd down 5 for the Tigers after the 1st down carry by Peyton Lane. In motion goes Griggs. It's Siebold underneath. Gavin fighting for extra yards, and now he'll see the whistle blow with maybe a gain of 2. It brings up 3rd down, still about 3 to go. For the Tigers up on the front row comes Jonathan Ludwig now on offense. Gavin Ware still in there offensively. Garrett Craig on the offensive line. McCade Melius is the center. 3rd down. Call it 4 still to go. They need the 9-yard line of Rock Creek. Tigers taking quite a while to get this play in. Let's see if they are able to get it off. It does look like they will. Griggs in motion. Pitch out to Riley, left sideline. Gets a block right in front of Hunter Mullen. Inside the 10 goes Riley. Appears to be really close to where he needed to go for the 1st down. We'll see where they spot this football.
He's right on the 10. I think he's going to be just a hair short.
About a yard shy, maybe, it looks like. Tigers get quickly back up to the line of scrimmage. Peyton Lane going to keep it falls left side, then gets bumped forward by his offensive lineman on the left. I think it was Ludd that got him going forward even a little bit further, and an easy first down pickup. So 1st and goal now for the Tigers with 44 seconds to work third quarter, and they lead 40-0.
Peyton might hurt more from the hit from the back than the hit from the front.
I think you're right. 1st and goal, Tigers at the 8-yard line of Rock Creek. Tigers will let that clock milk as much as they can before they snap the football with a big lead here in late third quarter. Now Peyton Lane goes in under center. In motion comes Hunter Mullen. Pitch out right to Hunter. Tries to get by a tackler, does. Down to the 5-yard line goes Hunter Mullen into the Bulldozers, into the end zone. Hunter Mullen takes it in with 14 seconds to work here in the third. The Bulldozer in for 6.
It was a great run by Hunter. He made a good cut, and then he made a good read. And he
then a good finish, right?
Yeah, he played off his blocker, and he got into the end zone.
14 seconds to work here in the third quarter. The Tigers going up 46-0. We'll see another running clock here on a football Friday night in the Den. And now for the extra point try comes Zeb Bloom, left-footed kicker, and it's going to be maybe partially blocked. It's worked off to the left side. Tigers, though, lead it 46-0. 14 to work still in the third quarter. You're listening to Tiger Football on 100.9.
Top 5 reasons to buy your next vehicle at Glavin Ford of Clay Center. Number 5, you can shop us online at GlavinFordofClayCenter.com. Number 4, we have the best selection of new and pre-owned vehicles. Number 3, it's just a short drive wherever you're at to downtown Clay Center to save thousands. Number 2, your trade-in is worth more to us than anyone else. And the number 1 reason to buy your next vehicle at Glavin Ford of Clay Center, we're the home of the engines and oil changes for life.
Are you tired of wondering where your certified wheat came from? Or are you tired of overpaying for new seed wheat? Oldie Seed is offering their direct buying program on new certified wheat seed. With the downturn in the wheat prices, Oldie Seed understands the struggles growers go through when making new purchase decisions. Call Oldie Seed today to book your direct seed purchases at $8.70 per unit and premium full seed treatment for $4.50. Call Oldie Seed today, where they have your back.
14 seconds left in this opening, or this third quarter of play. The Tigers have opened up a huge lead. It was big, but 46-0, and all of a sudden, 2 blowouts for the Tigers in the first 2 weeks of district.
Yeah, and that's where you want to hit your stride and get a little momentum going into the very, very end of the season.
Peyton Lane with the tasty pastry kickoff one more time. Down the middle of the field it goes. It picked up at about the 11-yard line. A return from Skylar White. Starts right, or trying to come back to his right, and Zeb Bloom is right there in his path, and he gently puts him to the ground.
Yeah,
he really did gently put him there. He could have really hammered him there, and he was going to say, "Oh, well, we're good."
Skylar White started to slide, and he put his hand down on the ground back behind him to keep from falling on his rump, and he was in a very vulnerable position right there to just get rolled, and he did not get hit as hard as he could have.
46-0, headed to the fourth. Here in the Den, you're listening to Tiger Football on KCLY.
It's amazing how much our economy is dependent on trucking companies who transport products from producers to consumers. TSI Kansas Incorporated has built a strong, reputable company by delivering valuable cargo for hardworking Americans who make the products to customers and consumers across the country. It's a vital role and one we are honored to do for your company. If you're looking for a dedicated carrier, we've got flatbed, vans, and reefers. We're TSI Kansas in Clay Center.
When it's wheat planting time, who better to help you with that task than Wilbur Ellis and Reed Seed and Feed? We are the complete package, providing cleanup service of unwanted weeds in your field and applying starter fertilizer to your crop. We have individual varieties and blends of seed wheat and treatment packages too. We offer all these services and products to make the wheat planting go smoothly. For the total package, wrapped up and tied a pretty bow, give us a call at Wilbur Ellis and Reed Seed and Feed.
Tigers take it in on the Hunter Mullen 8-yard TD run, and Rock Creek takes over the football here just to begin the fourth quarter. And the clock starts on the snap and will continue to go. It's going to be a running clock the rest of the way, even though there was a penalty flag on that first snap of the fourth quarter.
Another defensive offside.
The 2 or 3 the Tigers have had this evening.
Yeah.
I think there's a couple of things here in a minute we can probably go ahead and get after as far as awards for tonight. And I think we've talked about it enough on the air. I'm going to start with the stat of the game. Here's a run to the right side. Caleb Bindham, what a tackle as the ball carrier Vetter took it off right side. Looks like he's picked up enough for the first down. The Midwest Products stats of the game. Midwest Products brings us the stat of the game each football Friday. And we were trying to put this together. You were already putting this together before everything came together. But 4 fumbles, and the Tigers score off all 4.
We got to go with that. We're going to have amazing numbers on offense. We're going to have great efficiency on offense, but you got to go with the fumble.
Tigers make a good stop on the left side. Mendham, Mullen, all on the play along with a couple of other Tigers. So, 4 fumbles, and the Tigers scored off all 4, the Midwest Products stats of the game. 2nd down and 6 to go. Tigers leading here 46-0, running clock over Rock Creek. Hand off left side to Everett. He's hitting the backfield, tried to bounce off a tackle, could not get away from Brandon Loader, and then Jake went in on the play as well.
Brandon and Jacob both had a really good game tonight. They've gotten a lot of action in there, and they've been participating in a lot of tackles, and a lot of them together.
Tigers will start to see some of the personnel get an opportunity to take the field. Jake Ferguson's going to come in defensive backfield. He saw some time last week out there as well for the Tigers. Here's a run to the left side. Rock Creek is going to pick up first down yardage out across maybe the 45-yard line. Play center up 46-0. So the block of the game, I know you've got a couple up there. I really think the one you could really pinpoint at a player is Peyton Lane.
Right.
So would you be good with that one?
I'm great with it. It was on Anthony's touchdown pass, and Peyton made a great block down there that just really helped Anthony secure that end zone.
He probably had it anyway, but there was no doubt when that block was laid by Peyton Lane. So your CNR Credit Union block of the game, Peyton Lane to free up Ant in for what was one of 2 touchdown catches on the night for Atkinson Inniking. CNR Credit Union block of the game thrown by Peyton Lane back in the first half. That last play, Brandon Loader, another tackle defensively. Now here's Schlochtermeyer with the run right side, and Adam Ebert will wrap him up.
Hey Tiger fans, the lights are on, the team is ready, and the coaching staff has put together a successful game plan for tonight's game. Have you thought about your insurance game plan? This is Jim Gearham with Farmers Union Insurance. Let us help put together a game plan for all your insurance needs. We cover everything from cars, trucks, boats, and motorcycles to homes, combines, and businesses. We can even help insure your retirement. Stop by and see us at 426 Lincoln Avenue, downtown Clay Center. A proud supporter of Tiger Athletics.
Soil variability occurs throughout every field. From Veris soil mapping, soil sampling, and variable rate recommendations, CS Precision Ag is ready to address the issues that ultimately have a large impact on your bottom line. We are currently accepting new customers for this fall and look forward to helping you succeed. CS Precision Ag, serving customers throughout north central Kansas and south central Nebraska. Contact us today at 785-630-0596 or visit us online at csprecisionag.com.
Rock Creek with the football and actually had just to run a play while we were cut loose from the phone line, and now they've got a player down. So we're going to take a break here instead of keeping it at the den. Rock Creek does have a player they're tending to on the field right now. We'll be back in just a moment.
Downloading or gaming. It's time to get your hands on Twin Valley Pulse Internet. Call 800-515-3311 to grab this deal today. When you need to fill a prescription, when you need a special greeting card, when you need a thoughtful gift, or to instantly print pictures from your phone, Facebook, or camera memory card, the one place you can count on is Patterson's Health Mart Pharmacy. And remember, they also have homemade fudge, Call Hall ice cream, and coffee, plus a Radio Shack department. So much under one roof. Patterson's Health Mart Pharmacy in downtown Clay Center. They care about you and your health.
Are you looking for the right bank to complement your busy schedule? Look no further. United Bank and Trust has just what you need. From easy online, mobile, and tablet banking to online loan applications, there is no need to try to find time to reach the bank before closing hours. You can simply apply for that new mortgage or car loan in the comfort of your own home, or check the balances of your accounts while waiting in the line at the grocery store. United Bank and Trust makes banking convenient for you. United Bank and Trust, banking for your way of life. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
46-0 Tigers with the lead, about to get their 5th win of the season. More importantly, 2-0 in district play. Not at a Chapman Smoky Valley score yet. Here's Better with the carry right side, and a tackle from behind. Holden Heigl just reached down with the left hand, grabbed the jersey sleeve, and said, "You're down."
Oh, man.
I thought he was just reaching. I didn't think he had a chance to even get to him, let alone bring him down.
Got a strong left hand.
2nd down and 12. Got a couple of more awards we'll be handing out here in a moment. Right now, though, we'll get back to the field. Rock Creek with it, 2nd and 12. Clock, a running clock situation here. Schlottermeyer back to pass, and Holden Heigl's going to get him again. And Hunter Mullen caps it off. Heigl and Mullen bring down the quarterback to the backfield for a big-time sack. Big hitter of the game. We had this early in the ball game. Hunley's Garage, big hitter of the game, is going to be Big Daddy, Parker Folks. Got to be. We called his name about 3 or 4 times in a row, it seemed like, for a while. And there were a couple of times where right in the middle, all of a sudden the guy, they're trying to make a ball fake and a trap or a counter or a second handoff, and it's over because Big Daddy's already hit him with a big hit in the middle.
Oh, absolutely. And he made so many of the other guys' tackles, too. I mean, by just plugging up that line like he does and forcing the running back to take a different route, and so somebody else might get the finish on the tackle. He was in all night long.
Parker Folks, the big hitter of the game from Hunley's Garage. And then the final 2 we've got, I think the catch of the game, we probably talked about it at the time and enough after that people are going to understand. The Catalyst sign and graphics catch of the game is the one from Ann. We'll get back to that in just a moment. Here's a little end around, and it's Garrett Craig with the tackle from behind. Everett the carry, and Garrett Craig brings him down. It was Cade Wallace put a great pass down the field to the right, toward the right pylon, and then Anthony Atkinson-Inniking went out, made the catch. That was good. At about the 5. And then had a defender on his hip, and he took him a couple of yards and just stretched it out to the goal line for 6. It was a thing of beauty. It really was.
It was great. It was beautiful. I had to write it down right away. He just made a touchdown a few seconds before on the other corner.
So the Catalyst sign and graphics catch of the game, Anthony Atkinson-Inniking from Cade Wallace. Tigers take over, 1st down and 10. Cooper Glavin in now at quarterback for the Tigers. Gavin Siebold behind him. Jake Ferguson, a wingback, goes in motion. Glavin's going to keep it right and will be tackled just about a yard or 2 behind the line of scrimmage, 2nd down and 12. And then the Debenham electrifying play of the game. Got to get these in quick with the running clock. Time goes pretty fast. They're down to 5:07. Debenham electrifying play of the game. It was a triple option, true to its form. Cade Wallace faked it to Fitzenmeyer, started to run it up the field. About 2 yards down, he pitched it off to Riley Griggs, and he did the rest.
And those wheels kicked in, and Riley headed to the pylon. He did put a move or 2 in there. It was a beautiful play.
And off Siebold from Glavin takes it out, or down 2, I should say, the Rock Creek 46-yard line. In correction, that is Gavin Siebold in there. Tigers starting to shuffle some guys out on the field. A little more football Friday Night Light experience. Jake Ferguson, Caleb Mindham are the wingbacks for the Tigers. Wyatt Alexander is wide right. Cooper Glavin is the quarterback now for Clay Center. Glavin works at left side, pitches off. This is going to be given to Mindham. Good run down the field, and Mindham breaks the tackle. He's to the 25-yard line goes Caleb Mindham. Almost broke it free.
That kid has been so fun all year on both sides of the ball.
Find yourself calling his name time and time again. What a run there. As the Tigers take it to 1st and 10 to the 22 of Rock Creek.
He's electrifying.
Yeah, really.
Every time.
Reed Knitter, the wide out to the left side for the Tigers. Glavin looks to the sideline for the call. Clock ticking down to 3.5 to go. The Tigers lead it here 46-0. Motion goes Ferguson. Glavin underneath. Siebold. He'll take it inside the 20. Jonathan Ludwig up on the front row for the Tigers. Dalton Brumfield up there on the offensive line for Clay Center. Garrett Craig is still hanging in there with plays for Clay Center.
Dylan Moon just came into the backfield.
Aaron Jones going to a wide receiver, wide right side now for the Tigers. 2:55 now and ticking. And I know there's one guy that would like to have gotten into the game tonight. Let me get back to this after the play. Here's Glavin underneath. And it's going to be taken by Dylan Moon inside the 15-yard line.
Very close, just a little short, about 2 yards short.
Eli Johnson up on the front row for the Tigers. Braden Dorman back in there on the offensive line for Clay Center. And the Tigers letting this clock go down. Connor Last actually suited tonight and is available to punt. And I really was going to bring him up earlier, but I didn't want to jinx it. I was hoping we would see him on the field tonight anyway, because I think he will get to punt for the remainder of the year. And he's had to battle from a separated shoulder the very first scrimmage, first practice of the year.
I know. And that could be a stat of the game in any other game, the fact that we didn't punt.
True. Could have been.
I'm not sure they punted. I don't think they punted.
They did not.
They fumbled 4 times.
Yeah, and they went for it twice.
Yeah.
Didn't get, at least twice and didn't get it. Yeah. 5 times and didn't get it. Wow.
No punts in this game.
Minute 35 to work here. There's Glavin with it. Keeps it right side. Dives forward. Did he get the first down on 4th and 2? Really close.
He's right on it.
Cooper Glavin. They will eyeball it and say 1st and 10. Offensive line did a good job, and the Tigers can go to a victory formation now. Glavin takes a step back, takes a knee with 1:04. That clock continues to tick down. The Tigers are going to go to 5-3. And 2-0 in district play. And now Connor Last will get to come in. Now this is where I wanted to see him come in.
Right.
And just mentioned Connor. And so he gets to go tight right side in the victory formation, which will be the final snap of this football game. And the Tigers, with 33 seconds left, once they set the chains and put the clock back into motion, they can start to celebrate a senior night victory, a district victory. 1 win away from coming back here again, Chet, for more football in the Den. If they win next week at Smoky Valley.
Yeah, this is where you want to be in district play, in control of your own destiny.
Down to 12 seconds. Tigers will not have to snap it as it goes inside of 10. Clay Center wins it 46-0 on senior night from the Den. 2-0 now in districts, 5-3 overall. Stay with us. Post game's coming up next.
Go big or go gig with Twin Valley Pulse. How big, you ask? You can get internet speeds of up to 1,000 megabytes per second. That's incredibly fast. That's 100 times faster than most U.S. households. Not convinced? How about downloading 25 songs in 1 second? How about downloading high-def TV shows in 3 seconds and high-def movies in 36 seconds? That's smoking fast. And Twin Valley is the only one offering Pulse Gig internet service. So call 800-515-3311 to order Pulse today with Twin Valley.
Just a short drive will save you thousands. I'm Jeremy Glavin, owner of Glavin Ford of Clay Center, and I'd like to invite you to come see for yourself this great lineup of cars, trucks, and SUVs on our lot. We have the best selection of new vehicles, we have the best selection of pre-owned vehicles, and we have incredible deals to match them. Plus, your trade-in is worth more to us. Shop us online at GlavinFordofClayCenter.com or come see us in downtown Clay Center. We are Glavin Ford of Clay Center, home of the engines and oil changes for life.
Impressive stuff for the Clay Center Tigers as we bring you into post-game here from the Den. The Tigers win this ball game 46-0. Post-game being brought to you by Cloud County Community College, B&D Seamless Gutters, Clay County National Bank, and DMD Designs and Graphics in Washington. and Waterville. The final here, 46-0. Tigers win it. Chet, they came out and really made a statement on that opening drive. 9 plays, I think it was, almost 70 yards. They punched it into the short run by Cade Wallace. Then they made a defensive stop after Rock Creek moved it. Then they made another statement by marching down another time-consuming drive. And before you knew it, this game just stretched out, and they dominated.
They really did, and the defense started getting it done with the big plays. You know, it really wasn't one of those classic bend but not breaks. Usually you picture that bend but not break defense as getting closer to the end zone or more deeper in the red zone. More of this game played out for the defense in the middle part of the field.
I would agree.
You know, between the 25s for the most part. But, the offense sustained 3 drives early that were almost identical. Quite a few plays and quite a few yards. 9 plays each, 70 yards each of those. But that third one was after recovering a fumble. And then we turned it into that kind of a game.
And the Tigers just kept pushing it away, and those fumbles turned into scores, and the Tiger offense kept it clicking, and Clay Center with a 46-0 win here tonight. 2-0 in district play. That's the most important. We haven't heard the Chapman and Smoky Valley score, but obviously if the Tigers beat Smoky Valley next week on the road, they're district champions. They're back here the following Friday night on that first weekend of November, and that's what they've been talking about since the season really began.
You know, oftentimes in district play, and we've had it so many years over the years where we have one game to go in the season, and everything matters, not just with our game, but what other teams do too. We don't care about
Don't
the
do anything else now.
Yeah, we just, you're in control of your own destiny. Go take care of business.
46-0. Look at these numbers here, Chet. 322 yards rushing as a team on 44 carries.
44 carries as a team, 322.
Riley Griggs, 81 yards. Levi Fitzenmeyer, 77 yards. Remember, those guys didn't touch the ball hardly in the fourth quarter. Cade Wallace, 47 yards. Adam Ebert, 44 yards. 22 each from Hunter Mullen and Caleb Mindham. Peyton Lane, 13 yards. Gavin Siebold, 9 yards. Cooper Glavin, a couple of yards. Dylan Moon, 5 yards. 4 of 5 passing, by the way. They didn't need to pass in the second half.
No.
93 yards and 2 touchdowns out of those 4 passes completed.
I'd call that efficient.
Yeah,
I'd call
that
really
good.
Up and down the line.
Absolutely. Tigers do get it done here, 5-3 now. Again, 2-0 in district play. They go to Lindsborg. They'll play on the home of the Bethany Swedes football field next Friday night against the Smoky Valley Vikings.
That'll be fun. The Terrible Swedes.
Terrible Swedes. They'll take on the Vikings of Smoky Valley for the district championship next Friday evening. Don't forget, cross-country results will be coming your way tomorrow. Also, sub-state volleyball on the air tomorrow afternoon. Tigers win it, 46-0. Our thanks to Kerry Carlson, Dr. Stad, as always. Chet Carlson with us on a Football Friday makes everything good. And Bernie Fensell, our studio engineer. This is Rocky Downing telling you to enjoy the rest of your Football Friday.